The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Duck season.
It's duck season here on the Real BBC.
Ew.
Good afternoon, evening, morning, and all other genders. How are you doing?
All two of them.
All two of them. Both of them.
Bigots.
Are you a biology denier?
I put the
Science
big
denier?
and bigot.
Hello.
Hey.
I put the bi in bigot.
Oh.
Hello.
I put the got in big got.
Oh my god.
I always get the shitty end of the stick, don't I?
Dude.
Welcome everyone to the Real BBC. Mauler's having a poo.
Oh,
Don't worry about him.
That's so mean.
After that fucking Velma
I
show,
think
I
When
can
Mahler
understand
has a
why.
poo, by the way, an entire universe dies. Just
This is quite interesting because we've had everyone here has watched The Last of Us.
Yes. Well, I
Not
finally
everyone
watched
here
all of it.
has managed to make it through Velma.
I couldn't do it.
Okay.
No, not because of time constraints, because just tapping out.
I tapped out.
I mean, it was a little bit of time
1 3/4 of an
constraints.
episode. 1 3/4 of an episode. And like once the lesbian stuff started, I was just like, and it was like lesbians chasing lesbians. And I'm like, bye. Now, if it's a porn, okay, but it's not. It's a dumb adult cartoon. And I don't care.
So you didn't get to Velma
Porn's
and
not very good
Daphne
either.
kissing.
Yeah, that's what
Oh my
I'm not 20
god,
anymore,
no,
so.
I didn't. Yeah.
Okay, well they're gay now as well.
Of course they are.
Everybody's gay.
And then
Okay,
next
cool.
week, well, the next episode, there's just dudes snogging in the corridors, school corridor. These are meant to be 15-year-old kids. Do you know that?
No, dude, yeah, these are 15-year-old
Okay.
kids, and there's a sexual joke every 5 minutes.
5
Like
seconds.
when she outs like you're not the only one sleeping with the lead, and it's a woman, and then like all the guys and the girls are upset. Yeah, like it's like every okay.
Did
Okay.
Lulu-
I think
We get it. You're super modern in the West Hollywood sense, the Castro
Pedos.
District sense.
How
Stonewall.
long have we been in the stream for?
They had
4 minutes. Yeah, probably demonetized.
Oh
the
yeah, we are.
freaking cockroaches have sex in the first like 2 seconds of the show. I was like, what am
And it's fine.
I think
fine.
Mindy Kaling has a lot of pent-up
not-
sexual frustration.
Oh, dude.
Absolutely.
Lots of pent up frustration about being Mindy Kaling, not having a neck, being a
Hollywood.
mid-level comedian, probably
Yes.
who's gotten way more work than she's supposed to get, and she probably feels a little guilty about it. Really hooked on like, man, the drug
cute.
jokes.
How
It's
old
like
is she,
it's
like-
super adult to have drug jokes. They know because
She's like
drugs are
mid-30s,
adult
late 30s.
She's in her 40s, I think.
She's in her
Most of
40s.
Hollywood-
She's got some massive hang-ups about high school still
Yeah.
as
Um,
well.
She-
Why
hold
wasn't
on.
I the girl that other guys.
Well,
what
no,
up?
it's Hollywood is high school.
43.
It's high school for adult pretenders.
Adult pretenders.
And that's why there's like that's why there's so much obsession on it, because it just like it. There's popular crowds, and she's feeling out. So she's in the popular crowd, but not in the super popular crowd within
43.
the West Hollywood they live in today.
43, yeah.
She's like,
Does it feel
that, Jeff. That's funny. That was funny.
did it feel
Never mind.
Did it feel to anyone else that they're kind of doing this whole like social engineering / I don't know, like I guess a form of grooming of wanting to do the whole map thing, like because it's supposed to be an adult show for adults, but they've made the characters much younger and
They've bought
sexualized them.
into the narrative that has been slowly pushed out by certain California politicians. Longman is back now. He had some interdimensional tacos.
Yes.
He dropped off a long man.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So which of the horrible things are we talking about?
All of them.
Yay.
Velma.
You pick one. Anyone.
Mindy Kaling.
You know which one's on my mind, as
I
you know very well.
Well, little bit of.
I'm probably gonna get killed on this one, but I don't care.
No. Well, no, just a little bit on a little bit of a reveal. I was having a chit chat with Morley and Rags and Fringy this morning, about 5 a.m. We had a couple of hour chit chat, and Morley said, "I'm gonna have to watch bloody Velma for after hours, or open bar." And I said, "Never mind that. You're gonna have to watch it for the real BBC today." So it's like, oh, well, I might as well watch it now then. So I said, well, I haven't watched episode 2, so what's with you? And Morley said, well, I haven't even watched episode 1 yet. So you're gonna have to go through episode 1 as well. So again,
Yep.
so we all watch it simultaneously. Rags, Fringy, myself, and Morley. There was, I mean, I hope you don't mind me saying this. Morley was recording this in case there was some gold for us. And I got to say, there was nearly a word spoken.
It was one of the most miserable experiences I've ever had.
Just everyone was just you could hear a pin drop, particularly in episode 2, which I'm probably going to do a review on tomorrow.
You mean you guys didn't laugh your asses off? Wow.
There wasn't even a snigger from anyone, not one.
So much
What
bafflement.
did you just say?
Snigger.
Okay.
Learn words. It's good for you.
I have learned verbs.
He's right,
Okay,
you know.
for one, she's Canadian and currently lives in Mexico, and I'm American. So
Don't forget Persian.
She's Persian who wants
she wasn't
to
even
live
allowed
in-
to read in her home country. Okay.
No, there's snicker.
I was allowed to read.
there's
I was allowed to
snigger.
read the Quran.
The
Google
Quran.
it, people. Enlighten yourself. Jesus Christ. I know this is going to come as a shock to a lot of Americans in the audience, but you're not the only country out there.
You know they're gonna like.
What?
You know.
How dare you say that? We are the center of the universe.
I know. This is why the rest of the world hates you. I'm just saying.
You know
No,
someone's
I
gonna clip
fully
the S part
understand.
out.
Hollywood
then-
is one of the main reasons the rest of the world hates us. I
Yes.
completely understand that. And I don't blame you.
Somebody's
So
gonna-
there was just silence, particularly through episode 2. Just silent. I mean, it was every so often somebody tried to punctuate it by just making an observation about something, but it was one of the most miserable experiences. It's such a nasty show.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, the
such a
words-
nasty,
cringe.
mean
The words that come
show.
to mind are vulgar, rancid, foul, nasty, mean.
Mean spirited.
Yeah.
Mean,
It's completely
cringe.
mean spirited. Like Venture Brothers.
Of course, I still love you.
Venture Brothers gets dark and gritty and funny, and but it's never mean spirited. It's there's still, you can tell there's still an absolute love for like Johnny Quest and Saturday morning cartoons and nerddom. It's that subtle. I mean, like I can't even explain it. It's called, I think the word we're looking for is talent.
Yeah.
The people who write that show have talent. The person or people who write the show do not.
Venture Bros is so good.
Like
So good.
the airplane movies.
Yeah,
There were spoof of disaster movies, but clearly the Zucker brothers and Abrahams love disaster movies. They love disaster movies, and they were like, "What? It wouldn't be great if we spoof this up, though." So it's not mean spirited towards disaster movies, and it's just taking the concept and making it funny.
And they're it's a parody of cliches. That's essentially what it is.
Yes.
It's a parody of cliches. And then you get like Leslie Nielsen, who at the time was this very considered serious actor.
Serious actor, yeah.
Yeah, and got like Lloyd Bridges, and it was freaking great that they had them just be idiots. It was beautiful. The Top Secret is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Top
too.
Secret,
Latrine.
Hot Shots. My name is Chocolate the Moose.
Oh,
Fucking- The fucking cow with the fucking Wellington boots on.
Yeah, like Drinker's last video on Velma opens up talking about cliche and how Velma is a cliche. So it's not a parody, it's an absolute cliche of modernism. And they have become tropes. Like the black female leader of resistance with the shaved head who has a background in science is a trope now.
Gary, we'll talk about The Last of Us.
I was just
later
gonna
on.
say, are we talking
Okay.
about Last of Us now?
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, before we talk about The Last of Us, I just gotta defend myself from yesterday a little bit. All right, I liked the first part. I did. I saw an hour of it. I saw an hour and 3 minutes of it. I didn't see the last 28 minutes, so we will discuss that
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from, but okay.
What? You didn't watch my stream? Fuck
No,
you.
what happened?
Oh,
man.
Oh,
Gary
You know
asked
what?
me for what's the latest video.
You didn't. I know you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You did? Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
of course I did.
I watch all of their stuff, by the way. Just so you know, watch all their stuff. Give
You
it a
watch
like.
every one of my streams.
I watch dude, I don't play video games and I watch like 45 minutes of your streams. Kiss my ass.
I
This
love
is
how
on
this
in the
is
back.
a
This
Right,
is
fight
what
every
happens,
week.
Watch
folks.
EFAP.
Gary's so big now. He's just big timing all of us. So you better watch my shit, you little fuck.
He's huge.
Do you even remember our names, Gary?
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, baller.
We've even got name tags just for you.
That'd be fucked up if you came on next time with name tags on. That would be pretty funny.
My name is.
Hey, actually, before we get into it, I just want to float an idea. Speaking to Nina very rarely has good ideas, so I thought I'd run with this.
Yeah, dude.
I
Wow.
know,
Unicorn.
right? It's like rocking horse shit, this. So, I think the Oscars are on March 12th. And the real BBC before the Oscars, I think, Garrett, it's going to be on your channel. Unless some weird switching happens, it's going to be on your channel.
Good.
If everything just goes according to plan.
Yep.
We should don some tuxedos or a nice dress for the lady, Gary. And we should have
My wife's
our
got
own
one. I'm sure
wokesters.
Oh, we should do the whole fucking thing. We should do the red carpet, the show, it all, dude. It's the gay Super Bowl. You know that, right? That's what they call it over here in the
Gay
States. Yes, they call it the gay
No,
Super
for the
Bowl.
real BBC, we should do our own version of the Oscars,
Okay.
but we'll do the wokesters.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean,
it'll
we
be
might
the
do
same-
we
it'll-
might
it'll
do a
probably-
stream on Oscar Day as well. I don't know.
I think we should do an Oscar stream.
Okay.
I think.
I got
But
to
no,
see
we
them.
can do.
How are we going to figure out the nominations? Because then I'll go watch all of them. Because
I'll come up with categories, or
No, we'll come up with
chime in with
categories.
categories. We'll
Oh,
brain fart
dude,
in.
we have so many. So I did my top 5. I couldn't.
Wokest
we,
movie of
Mahler,
all
we
time
talked
of
about
the-
this. We both
We
talked
did.
about this. I've
Yeah.
got a list. I've got a compiled list already that Lady Gravemaster has done that is broken down into an Excel sheet that I can show you guys. Like, it's
Excellent.
done.
Are we going to
It's
talk
done.
about whatever the Oscars actually have happened? Or
We could.
Is that going to be a segment of this show or no?
Could
No,
be.
because the Oscars won't have happened yet. We're doing
Ah,
it
right.
before
Yeah.
the
That'll be
Oscars.
Okay, that's
yeah.
a good
We'll
idea.
be on the Tuesday. The Oscars will be on the coming Sunday.
Sunday.
Do an Oscars stream.
So we could do an Oscar stream on that Sunday, a proper Oscar stream.
The
Yeah, we
red
could do that.
carpets in Hollywood now are one of my favorite sources of entertainment because they are so. As a
So
matter of
bad.
fact,
It's
later
so
on in
good.
this show, we're gonna play a little bit of. You don't know about this,
I know.
Viola Davis at a producers roundtable that was on the Hollywood Reporter, and it's cringe. It is, and like
Ooh, I can't
she's
wait
with
to
Jerry
watch it.
Bruckheimer, who's brilliant in it. Like he said something. What did he say? He said the audience is always the genius in the room.
Boom.
I love
Ooh.
Jerry Bruck. Cheers.
That's a
to
good
you,
comment.
buddy. Cheers to you, but because he understands, he's been around for years and years. He made Top Gun, and he's all ultimately the audience is the genius in the room. So bless you, sir,
Yes.
So
for getting it.
And Viola Davis went, no, that's us.
Now,
I mean,
now
I'm not saying I am.
should we open the contestants up to the chat to vote for their thing, or should we, as the judges, pick the winner?
Listen to the people.
Ooh,
No,
yeah.
of course not. What?
well, I was going to say we should all have an associate
People's Choice
award, right? Like say for example, the Mueller Award would probably be the most incoherent film of the year, but then you three could pick up something that's more personalized,
The Az Award
Like-
would be the most unfunny thing.
like that, yeah.
The most unfunny comedy.
And then we're gonna go through that. You make that.
Az,
But
why you
then,
got to take the piss out of yourself?
but then maybe for the general ones, we have to nominate, and then the audience vote. I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
I think putting at least some categories up to vote would be fun.
I think we can get X-Ray Girl to help us with the maths.
As long as she doesn't help with the driving.
No, she
There's
was
not going to be
God,
much
no.
driving, I don't think.
Yeah, no.
If X-Ray Girl's driving us to the Oscars, we'd crash on the way.
And I guess this will be more like a Golden Globes thing because
Paul
we
Walker
definitely
jokes won't be
need
funny anymore.
a TV category in this because TV has been fucking awful. Like Rings
yeah.
of Power.
Well, it's our award show. We can
Yeah.
play around with things.
Oh yeah, it could
Yeah,
be
we have,
like
like,
news events.
Golden
and
Wokers.
News events, yes, we should definitely do that.
Ezra
the most-
Miller just gets a special achievement award for the year, like best
Don
criminal
Lemon.
behavior
Most-
by a
most
drugged
criminal
out non-binary
yeah,
celebrity.
person.
most,
Most scribbles.
oh man.
This is gold.
Yeah.
Girl.
Girl.
So yeah, I've got a tuxedo for this.
You have a tuxedo? I don't own a tuxedo. I'd have to.
Well, it's arrived today. I ordered it for this.
what if we said no?
Then I go, fuck you, I'm doing it anyway. I'll just turn up to the show in a tuxedo and go, what?
All right, I guess I got to get a tuxedo.
It might be a tuxedo onesie.
It might be.
Might
No,
be a
I think I want to
t-shirt.
thrift like a Ron Weasley dress robes and Goblet of Fire tuxedo.
Want a big
like a
frilly
70s one.
shirt with like a blue tux and a huge bow tie.
It'll look fantastic.
Look at this, Michael Golden. Dude was so
Nice.
good. So good.
Win a
Oh, yeah.
Toys R Us shopping spree. I could do that. Velma.
Oh no.
Or do you want to should we quickly talk about Hogwarts Legacy being an absolute massive backfire for the
Yes.
woke brigade?
Oh my god, the Streisand effect is so real.
Ooh, shut the fuck up. Ooh. So I don't know if you're aware, Gary, but people are trying to boycott Hogwarts Legacy, a video game coming out mid-February,
Mhm,
because of course J.K. Rowling.
mhm,
And J.K. Rowling said the controversial thing of women are women.
mhm.
Women kind of don't have penises, which is I think disgusting, JK.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe you said that.
Aren't Twitch streamers coming out against? Yeah, I'm aware. See, I like Harry Potter, so I bought the game because it wasn't even a spite, you know.
By Twitch streamers, of course, we mean sex pest.
You're gonna play it, Gary? Like just off the you're a gamer boy? You gonna do it?
I was gonna play it because I like Harry Potter.
Boy.
Because dude, trust me, I'm a gamer. Okay.
Well, because I wanted to set.
I'm a
and
gamer.
I imagine Az will probably understand this pretty well as well, like industry wise. I think this game likely would have been successful anyway.
Yes.
But what they have done is make it more successful. More
Yeah, I don't even know if it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
no,
no,
be good.
I know nothing about Harry Potter.
I don't care. I suck so bad that a bad game, like, I wouldn't even notice.
Well, like some of the more famous and beloved Harry Potter games over the years. I'm going all the way back to like even like mid '90s plus, wherever they started up. Probably tied to the movies actually, so a little bit further than that. But these were games that a lot of people have very good feelings for, good assessments of, and they are pretty limited mechanically. This one from the trailers I've seen, it's like, oh, this looks like a full-on game.
Well, Lego Harry Potter was the last one I remember.
And like people are still interested in running around with a little bit of wood going oogly boogly, and then lights come out. That's something that people like to do. So as long as they
oogly boogly,
that's what the kids say.
Technical term.
So yeah, like as long as they nail that, like the basic core mechanics, and the game fucking works, right? Which is a big question these days, whether or not your game will even work when it releases. As long as they do that, they should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they don't pull a cyberpunk, they'll be okay. It's
Callisto
fine.
Protocol.
Oh, Callisto. Jeez. I'm just glad I got my money back.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting, I'm legit thinking about getting extra Steam copies of Hogwarts Legacy. And then when I stream it, when it comes out on the day of stream, I'm just going to drop some codes in the chat.
Oh, nice. That would be so cool.
I think about how this relates to, say, for example, us talking about Velma, which I imagine we'll do a bit later. But if someone was to say, you guys talking about Velma gives it more exposure, gives it more engagement, I'd be like, but we're talking about it on its quality. Like every time we have these discussions, we are specifically recommending against it and trying to make it known it was super fucking horrible. It's the obvious counter. A lot of people still complain. It's like, you give it an attention. It's like, that's the kind of attention they don't want to have. We already know from behind the scenes that there are plenty of attempts to be like, shut the fuck up. Stop talking about our show being bad.
Well, Last of Us would be a great example. The spoilers came out.
Yeah.
Like, and that's that, or even with Rings of Power, we were talking about spoilers, and that's merits of the show. That's the show.
But
with Last of Us, they tried to take down channels.
So the comparison here is like, what are they saying about this game? They're not saying this game will be broken, or that this game is really poor quality, or that it annihilates Harry Potter as a source or anything. It's just stay away from it. It's wrong, which makes you go like, like what's going on over there? What is it? And the thing is, if it's a good game, oh my god, they will help skyrocket that shit into sales.
And people don't like being told what to do.
No, they don't. They really don't. They really
I
don't.
really don't.
You know, we'll see a film and we'll go, it's shit. I wouldn't recommend seeing it, but we don't try and say, whatever you do not go watch this film. I mean, I would say watch Velma if you want to watch it, because holy shit, you'll come back and go, oh fuck afterwards, because it's just so terrible. But yeah, when somebody's just like, don't buy this video game,
please,
because I don't agree with the politics of the person that made the
So that's some dumb fuck on Twitch or whatever, who's been there for a year. Some kid just going, I'm gonna use my platform to protect trans, right? And like when the trans community doesn't completely agree on this, they don't.
No, yeah, there's loads of infighting, all kinds of people. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I shared a thing that said like, Harry Potter when I was young saved me. He was the kind of IP I needed, blah, blah, blah. And then someone like quoted something like, you selfish son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I read that, Mahler. I was like,
Ryan has come out multiple times now and showing the offending tweet. That like the true offending tweet, which is simply, I support trans individual rights. I will march with you. Just women are women. That's it. Like, let it go. You're never going to get people to bend to your will. Just let it go. You know what? If you're happy in your own skin, that's all that fucking matters. Who gives a shit what anybody else thinks?
I'm a little bit annoyed by the hypocrisy side of it, though. The whole, like, they're going hard on this, and the principle being if you support an item that's eventually going to give money to some unethical person at the top of the chain, it's just like, so what are you doing using, like, Amazon or all of these different companies that have at least a pinky finger in something unethical? It's just like, where's the line getting drawn for all of this? One of the ones that keeps getting brought up is like, wait, aren't they using Twitter to spread all this? Don't they hate Elon Musk?
I think I found a problematic cover.
Didn't a lot of people exodus?
Oh my god!
Oh no!
People exoduses from Twitter once he took over, but plenty of them stayed, and they were like, "Yeah,
they did."
A lot of them
Just-
stayed and advertised their alternate platform.
They went, we're
gonna
going to leave. If he takes over, we're going to leave. And then when he took over, they're like, we're going to stay to fight the fight here.
I know. We're going to go to Mastodon. Oh my God.
No, they're like, we're gonna go to Mastodon, and then Elon was like, you can't advertise for your Mastodon on my fucking site.
Yeah.
And they were like, what?
even if they're not paying for Twitter, by being there, having fans that engage with you, it all helps Elon, right? And it'll churn the ad revenue for the website as well. So, yeah, I don't know. Just if you're going to be doing it with this, I feel like you got to knock out everything. Go into the woods. Just go into the woods and live off berries.
Oh,
Yeah.
and say stories by the campfire.
Oh, yeah, that tweet. That was fucking
Eating
great.
salmon and berries and saying stories to each other by the
Oh,
campfire.
the one that Sargon Carl retweeted was, yeah, that was great.
I didn't see that one.
And dying of
Basically,
dysentery and abscess teeth.
The tweet was like, oh, things were better in the Paleolithic period where we could all just do whatever we wanted.
And get eaten by giant saber-toothed tigers or short-faced bears. But there was no capitalism. Our lifespan was 25 years old, and if you sprained your ankle, they'll leave you behind like a Harfoot.
die to a club that you got off the branch
but
because you
Gary-
get tetanus.
Yeah, but Gary, the women stayed in the cave and cooked for the men. That's the important
No,
part.
the women of color were out there hunting with everybody else, and they were able to shave their heads with stone tools that they carved themselves.
Oh my god. This is untrue.
The Neanderthals of color were out there.
Oh my god!
The Denisovans of color.
Standing on the top of the mountain with a pride flag. Hashtag pride!
Yeah.
Woo! Paleolithic pride, baby!
Good
It just
lord.
reminded me of all those lines in Westworld season 1 Ashley Hopkins has about what happened to the Neanderthals. What is this like? We ate them.
We
Oh my.
fucked them and
Yes.
they made out of existence.
Yeah, I've heard lots of different explanations of how they got.
We probably
became extinct.
ate them, maybe.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think even people have said. I don't think we. It's not like we just. But
No.
it's a good bit of dialogue, is what I'm saying from him. Okay?
It is.
He's
It
nice and
is.
creepy.
It really is. The Denisovans, well, the Neanderthal live on. There's a lot of, I guess, in Europe. There's 2 to 3%, but the Denisovans live on in Australia and Papua New Guinea,
What about
and the
the
Aboriginal folks there.
What about the hipsters?
What about the what?
The what?
Hipsters.
The
Oh, the
hipsters?
hipsters.
They live on in Silver Lake in Los Angeles with their avocado toast, and in certain regions of San Francisco where they haven't been mugged and draped.
Oh my god, look at that saber-tooth tiger. Pass the avocado toast, darling.
Oh
We
my
need, like,
God.
a
Let's get on my
documentary.
Vespa and go after it. Oh, wait. Is my Vespa bad for the environment? Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
documentary
God.
style thing with Attenborough commenting, and it's just like, and here we see
Oh, wait.
the 1980s, a hipster crawling out of this cave, evolving.
I was like eating some avocado toast, and I saw
my
a woolly mammoth, so I got on my Vespa and I took a selfie with them.
That was
Yeah.
Oh
amazing.
my
Yeah,
god!
you get to a saber-tooth tiger, and instead of throwing a spear at it, they'll be like, hashtag dinner. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was very rude of you to do an impression of Nina.
Hmm?
What was that? I sounded like I'm doing an impression of Nina.
yeah, every time, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I was watching the Star Wars the other day.
Yeah, that sounds just
Star
like
Wars.
me.
That's the basic dude gatekeeping question. Which Star Wars was your favorite? Just to see what they say.
I like all the
all
Star
the
Wars.
Star-
I'm all
I
the
like-
Star Wars.
What was that?
I
What?
like all the
What Star Wars do you like, Nina?
Empire Strikes Back.
There you go. That's a good answer. A little basic,
That's-
but it's true.
The answer is I like the Star Wars.
That would be.
That's the answer.
I like all the Star Wars.
Ooh, which
I
Star-
like the
which
one where
which film
all
do you like
the
the most?
people show up
Ooh.
at the end.
I like the Star Wars.
I like the one with the lesbian kiss at the end
Ooh,
because
was cut out.
I like the one.
representation.
I like the one where like Ray and wait, what was the other guy's
See
name?
this?
Adam Driver.
Yes,
Ben.
Kylo?
Kylo.
I love that
Ben.
guy. When they kiss. That's what I like.
I
Dude,
like
that's
when he
cool.
lost every single lightsaber fight he was in.
I made him so threatening. It's like the OT, but Darth
Vader
Vader
lost
just
every one of his lightsaber fights.
like every single time we see Vader, there's just someone mopping the floor and he'll slip. That's the equivalent. It's just like whoa, like, oh jeez.
but he can pull the mop back to him with the force.
Can he
Yeah.
pull Han Solo's dead body up from the Star Destroyer
Fuck.
killer base?
God
Fuck
dang
me.
it. Just don't even remind me of that. It's
Did you guys see the new trailer that dropped last night?
for the Blandalorian.
Han Solo's
Mhm.
death.
Man.
Mandalorian.
Hey. Baby Yoda uses the force at the end.
He
Yeah,
does.
and
does.
he says 3 times in the trailer, "This is the way."
Because that's
what
what
We- we
everyone
get it.
says. That's what every fan of these things say. Look at the
Oh.
comment section; it's everywhere, as they know exactly what their audience is. I don't know if anyone in chat has seen, like, EFAB did a reaction to it already, and it's just that trailer is built for those types of reactors. You just watch it, you're just like, ooh, Coruscant, ooh, Mandalorian army, ooh, lightsabers,
Order
ooh, Baby
66.
Yoda, ooh,
It was Order
Salacious
66.
Crumb.
Dude,
Yeah,
it
there was
was
an
like-
Order 66.
it was an
TIE
Order
fighter.
66 flashback again.
Because yeah, they just gonna keep fucking double dipping on everything.
Oh, which means they're going back to the Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
Vision.
do more on that shit. This
He's
is the
cute.
way.
I clapped.
It's gonna be a whole lot of nothing. I'm
I,
curious.
um,
I've said I'm just curious if we finally get a character for him. I don't know, maybe.
I need to get a wooden piccolo or something so I can just go.
Whatever. No, Gina. Don't give a, I just don't give a fuck.
I don't give. a
They
fuck.
they executed Order 66 on my love for Star Wars. That's what they did.
Ayo!
Mhm.
And that's the thing, Gary. In the trailer, there's this part where they're walking up to meet the Grief Karga, the character, and it's like, this is clearly where Gina would be
Yep.
but they've axed her. And like she was close to getting her own show, right?
She
Yeah.
was gonna get
Yeah.
her own show.
She was going to, yeah.
They had to rewrite. They had to redo everything in the wake of her leaving.
It probably would have been her and Timothy Oliphant and probably Boba Fett, maybe.
Just throw more. Why not? Bo-Katan.
didn't
some
Timothy
Ahsoka.
Oliphant
Some
Die?
black women.
didn't he die?
Who?
Who? Bo-Katan?
Timothy Oliphant.
No, the end credit scene, he's alive at the end of Boba Fett. He's in a Bacta tank.
Yeah, it's a really awesome reveal because I was like, oh, my favorite character's not dead yet. I don't know what's happening.
Oh my god, another Bacta tank, and fucking. Thank God there was like 9 of those in Boba Fett. Like I didn't watch it all, so
I
Remember
didn't watch
when-
any of it, so I have no idea what you guys.
I don't think. Yeah, there's. I don't think there's anything more to learn from Star Wars as far
I
as like.
saw 3 episodes of Boba
Yeah.
Fett.
There's nothing more to learn from it. It's just rinse and repeat.
I
Remember
was.
when people were excited to see
Back
Cad
to the
Bane.
future.
What?
And they killed him, right?
Who now?
Is
Oh,
Cad
back-
Bane dead, or is he in a back to
Well,
take? at the
probably,
fucking end?
yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
I was about to bring up like a lot of when we were watching it, and like Clone Wars fans were like, "Finally, Cad Bane is gonna be fucking amazing." And he's dead. Like what? It's
I
such a,
know,
like,
and he's like kind of a cool looking character. He's cooler looking in the Clone Wars.
super unique.
you know.
Even
Yeah, and
the
he's got a
actor
really
portraying
big
him-
connection to Boba Fett.
Was right, and he's fucking wasted because that's what they do. They just waste.
The best Clone Wars are the Tartakovsky Clone Wars.
I
Still,
I watched the trailer with Jane last night. We did a trailer reaction to it on Midnight's Edge, And at the end of it, I was like, "So what'd you think, Jane?" She goes, "Well, at least it feels more like Star Wars than Andor." And I was like, "That is not a compliment for this trailer."
Yeah, the thing which gets praised the most about Star Wars is the thing that everyone says, this doesn't feel like Star Wars.
Andor is
all we
not like
have.
Star Wars, and that's a good thing. That's an
Yeah.
article. That's an actual
That's
article.
the buffet we have from Disney for the Star Wars IP at this point. It's like a bunch of trash or something that you don't recognize.
And that's good. That's the good one, the one you don't recognize.
To be fair, I fucking if you're gonna waste your time on anything Disney Star Wars, I'd go for Andor first.
Really?
Absolutely, it's not even close.
Not Kenobi.
Fuck no! You're kidding me? Jesus. Stay the hell away from that shit.
Kenobi is as bad as The Last Jedi in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, like, as far as quality and everything, now, like, destroying Luke is a little worse than destroying Kenobi, but I would argue they're pretty close to being the same. And The Force Awakens is shit, too. Don't get me wrong.
Well,
They're all shit. They all suck.
destroyed Luke,
Oh shit.
which is OG, and now they've destroyed Kenobi, which is prequel.
And Star
So
Wars
anyone
is
who
gonna
likes the
become
OG stuff,
Ahsoka Tana Omega.
Filoni's masterpiece is gonna do everything. It's gonna be great.
Filoni is going to be like masturbating in the editing bay.
Dude,
over
everyone
his
is, like,
creation.
Everyone's noticed how
He'll be
much.
feeding the ducks.
Apparently, people noticed it even in the Clone Wars TV show, or maybe Rebels, whatever. But just
Creation made
like it like that.
my ideal.
I like it like that.
Big
Come on, baby.
things coming out of his fucking head.
Yeah. I like it like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, StreamYard, for feeding the ducks.
They're gonna
Feeding the
take
ducks.
that fucking out now because you guys.
No, they're
should
not.
be-
We're
No,
making it-
they're gonna love
We're
it.
gonna make that
You
shit
kidding?
famous. That's right.
we're gonna make it famous.
Oh my
Make that
God.
shit famous.
It's gonna be a star.
You know that
Well,
they
the Legion of
for
Memers
the
is gonna make it famous. That's
Ahsoka TV show. I don't know what they're called. Her technical things. They've elongated them because of fan backlash.
to cover her tits or
Wait,
what?
what? Her
Like,
No,
why?
because they were too short. The things that's got the too short. People were like they're too short. It's not like Ahsoka's. And so they've
I don't
elongated
like
her-
things
oh.
covering. I don't personally like things covering
The
up
Leku.
Rosario Dawson. That's
No,
just
she's
I'm sure you'll
good
be
to look. She's easy on the eye for me.
me. She is.
She's not there for that. How dare
Ah!
you?
God, so tough.
Leku.
Let's not forget she's a
Called Leku.
transphobe too because a person transitioned while they were ripping her off and she fought back. Her family.
She's a transphobe because a trans cleaner
Yeah, like handy
stole
person.
from her mum,
Yeah,
and her mum went, "You're fired."
Yep.
For stealing, and so the thief said that she said horrible trans stuff, and it all came out in court or before court. She had to confess before it got to court or something. But
That
yes,
just sounds,
the person made it all up.
yep.
Yeah,
But
it
she's
was
still
lying.
cancelled though.
If that's anything, it's thief phobic, which I am kind of myself. I find thieves
Yeah.
to be
Kleptophobic.
Is that when you fear stealing things?
When you fear people
Kleptos?
stealing things.
Well, I guess we all
Or
are because we
everything?
have these things called locks on our doors.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're in Britain. We don't have much security. Okay,
You don't have
we don't
locks on your doors in
We
Britain.
don't have doors.
We don't have doors. We
door-
have
that's
sheets
good.
that go across.
That's good because I can walk through things in Britain. Then thank
There's a
you.
little smiley face on the little sheet.
What the fuck?
Dude, I have run straight to a fucking glass window before thinking it was an open door.
Oh, dude, I did that. Oh, I did
Ouch.
that.
Luckily, it was like a jog. And this is when I was a kid, so I could have been bezzing it, you know. But I was a little jog, so when I hit it, I just went bonk.
Oh, good. I thought you said it meant you like smashed, and I was like, "Fuck!" Did you get like tore up for that? But no, if it bonked, you're good.
I bonked it.
Yeah.
I bonked it, and I got knocked on my ass. I was like, "Oh wait, it's a window, not an open doorway."
But yeah, what I was trying to say though was just that with Filoni and Favreau, like, yeah, Ahsoka is isn't she like one of the most important characters in almost like all the eras at this point? And they're not done yet. They're going to keep making her super important to everything. So I've seen a lot of people saying like she was hyper important before she even entered into the live action shows and stuff.
Yeah. In the Clone Wars, well, it's she's had a rough ride because when they introduced her, she wasn't well liked. She wasn't well written. She wasn't a likable character. And then they did a lot to redeem her. And then by the end of the Clone Wars, you kind of were a massive fan of hers. And then Rebels, they linked her to all this time traveling shit.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, she travels across time or something. Why would you include that? What are you doing?
So this is why people are going. I mean, I don't care. I don't view the sequels in any way, shape, or form as anything connected to Star Wars whatsoever. But they were, saying, "Oh, but now that you've got all these possibilities of Star Wars multiverse, oh my God."
Didn't Carl Weathers come out and say, "I'm glad to be part of the Star Wars multiverse"?
Star Wars multiverse, yes. I think he meant to say universe, but multiverse is such a touted
that's
word
gonna get
nowadays.
With so much now. It's gonna be confirmed. They're gonna like, I hope they do. I hope they fucking do, because it would create so much chaos. So many people. You think the Hogwarts people are pissed off if they erase the Disney trilogy, dude? Oh my God. Yeah. I want it to happen. I want this to happen like so bad for acceleration, because I think it would just fucking create total chaos, but they're not going to. They've got a very expensive ride that people actually go to a lot in the otherwise dead Galaxy's Edge with that breaks down all the fucking time at Disney World. Like, they spent like millions and millions and millions of dollars on this, and it's based on the sequel trilogy. The whole thing's based on the sequel trilogy. Everything's based on the sequel trilogy.
The Galaxy Cruiser sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
The Galaxy Cruiser that no one's going to, by the way.
I mean, what do you think's more likely to happen? Remake the original trilogy or decanonize the sequel trilogy?
Remake the original trilogy.
Remake the original.
Dang, it was obvious from day one when they bought it. When they bought it, I said it. They're going to remake it. That's their end goal, and we're really close to them being there. Very close to them, because they have, like, theatrically, they have no cards to play. They might attempt to put out a movie, but it will, like, Star Wars not making $1 billion is a disappointment. It's a massive disappointment. It needs to make $1 billion at the box office minimum. Star Wars does not make under $1 billion. Look what happened to Solo. They fucking shit-canned everything after Solo.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
to be fair, Solo and The Last Jedi, it was a combined effort.
It was a combined effort.
The failure of Solo and The Last Jedi, absolutely.
Imagine them putting out a Taika or worse yet, a Damon Lindelof movie with a bunch of fucking nobodies and maybe Finn, and they try to do Finn right, but like it'll be like Watchmen the series, except Star Wars the movie. By the way, that's the guy who did Watchmen the series, which was utterly trash. It was so successful.
Gary,
it was canceled.
Can we not have this conversation again? It got renewed.
And then never made.
Isn't the whole thing off HBO
too
now?
good.
It was too good to be.
It was too good.
No one could handle it.
It got renewed.
Oh, that's
but
pretty.
They decided not to make any more.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, what Mahler just said, Last Jedi had damn near everything to do with Solo. Solo wouldn't have done it well anyway, because you just say it was a decent movie. It's a dead guy. It's a guy who walked into his son's lightsaber, and it was too soon. It was like, people are going to remember that. It's like, what's the whole point of watching this origin of the guy who died so badly?
The thing
so badly.
You can kind of sell Rogue One the same way. Like, why would I care? I saw A New Hope. I know how it all goes. Like, why do I need to see this? But I think there's like a level of goodwill that they had that could help support these films. They just lost it all by the time Solo rolled around.
Burned it all up.
And yeah, because like there's you could do an essay on just how many elements helped make Solo fail. There's like 14 different points of interest for why that movie just fell apart.
Yeah,
and
it starts with Kathleen Kennedy.
It ends with Freckle Jesus.
Well, that's the thing. The film itself, I don't think is very good. A lot of people say it's the best Disney put out.
No,
fuck off! It's
what
bloody shite.
It is a girl boss fucking showing Solo everything, how he got his fucking name. Everything about it was shit.
No, Mahler, they say that about Rogue
Jesus
One.
being like the resistance girl is the key to everything. It was cringe. It was awful.
That's what I
Kira
was gonna say
being
is that
the driving force of him.
you see a lot of people saying Solo is the best one, but like I said, I'm with you guys. Like I don't think it's like if we're looking, sequel
Never seen
trilogy is
it.
of course all trash, and then it's like, so it's between what, Solo and Rogue One? It's like, I'll take Rogue One, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
take Rogue One because I'm quite happy to say, I've said this plenty of times, I thought the first half of it was boring as fuck, and I
Mhm.
didn't give a shit about anyone. But when they got on the planet and the fight started, I was for that.
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed
Vader
everyone
was
getting
fun.
fucking killed. I enjoyed, the bloody uppy. I enjoyed all that bit. I was like cool with, because that at least felt like something was happening. But
I hated
first
that movie.
half,
Regardless, it's become undeniable that we're in an era where it's like, wait a minute, you look back at the timeline, you're like, where are the Star Wars movies? And you're like, yeah,
cancelled.
Isn't that
Kenobi
insane?
movie cancelled. Boba Fett movie cancelled. What happened to them? They became fucking CW TV shows.
Don't
Yep.
forget Rogue Squadron.
the Patty Jenkins
Well,
one,
that's
Yeah.
still contracted.
as is the Ryan Johnson one.
Yeah, those
as
are
is
never
the-
happening. Taika Waititi's not happening. David
Taika
Lindelof's
Waititi
not
one.
gonna. There's no fucking way. Like,
Taika Waititi
Didn't the-
Star Wars film.
listen,
Fuckity
Didn't the
off.
D&D
man.
lad-
how many times have they announced Star Trek 4?
Like
Star
At
Trek
least,
4
times?
times.
at least
6
3
times?
times.
I thought it was 6.
It's
With the
4.
last announcement being, we are in talks
Yeah.
with the people to see if they want
The
to make
actors.
Star Wars 4.
Yeah,
Wait,
wasn't
what?
the-
What did you
didn't-
just say? We said we're in talks to see if they actually want to do for Star Wars 4. But they were
Star
just
Trek store?
Star Trek 4. But they were
Yeah.
just going back to the crew and saying, "Are you interested, Chris Pine?" No.
No.
Carl?
Yeah.
No.
Well, hey, they could just do a different timeline. Do Star Trek 1
Simon?
again.
Yes, I'm interested. Can I get to write it again? No. Oh.
Simon Pegg's such a fucking pegged piece of shit. now.
Peg.
British
operative
Kevin
word.
Smith.
Yeah, he wow, again, he as
He's
soon as
supposed
he
to
got
be
to
a
the
part
bright
of,
lights of Hollywood,
He's
Yeah.
supposed to be a part of She-Hulk season 2, right? Pop him in there. Why not?
Oh
Give
God,
him
I
Well,
hope
he-
so.
Yeah,
He,
and then get him, and then have her peg him.
he praised
true
it
to his
so
name.
highly.
He did. It was
So
like,
funny.
That's like,
like
the
what's up with
bestest
Brits and their
ever.
scripted car videos now? What's going on?
Well, in all fairness, that is Disney calling them up when they're driving and saying, "We need you to get on the fucking social media.
And you're like,
and
"I'll do it when I'm
fucking make
home."
us look good."
Well, apparently, like, I think it's because they've seen that D-Day Cobra had a lot of success with that, with the car videos. So they're like, these fucking right-wing fuckers, they like those car videos. So why don't you go in your
Maybe-
car and make one?
I thought they thought it was like carpool karaoke, whatever it was. So there's
Dude, imagine one of the calls
Oh,
where like they're in
God.
their house just chilling out, and then they're like, "You need to go into your car and record." It's like, what? Why? It's like it
Why?
looks more genuine. It looks like you were just having a little drive and you thought about it, and you get the people won't get it if you're
I don't
sitting in
even
your
know how
rich
to
house with
drive.
your
This is why I have a Tesla, because it drives me around, mate.
I've got a fucking tricycle, okay, with stabilizers as well.
No, I'm just
Yes,
imagining
that's
this.
5 fucking wheels.
Why'd they turn British? I don't know.
They were British the whole time. That was
They
the
were
joke.
British the whole time, Nina. We're talking about
Yeah.
the Brits.
Gosh.
We're talking about
Well, there. I
Simon
mean, there's more
Pegg
though.
Simon Peg her, peg
And
him.
Ewan McGregor.
and Ewan.
Didn't they?
Ewan
Isn't
McGregor, yeah.
there more though?
Ewan
Like I thought
McGregor.
other Hollywood actors have done that.
Well, there was that time that James Corden sexually harassed drivers
Oh, wait,
to
in
go
his
and
furry
see
costume?
He was
Oh,
dressed
that's
as a rat.
Cinderella or Puss in
Cinderella.
Boots.
God, I'm surprised he didn't get, if he did that in Texas, he'd get shot.
You're not wrong.
Dude,
Sorry, if he comes back to the UK, he'll get shot.
You know what? You think about it. When you road rage here, you're like,
There is
you
more.
second you think about it. You go, is it really worth getting my head blown off to flip this motherfucker off? Because that could happen here. Makes you a little more polite.
I was gonna say, have we got it set up? I think at all the borders with a big poster of James Corden. It's just like "Do not allow" with a big cross through it for Britain. They're like, listen, okay.
We don't want him. We don't want him back.
Who do you hate more, him or Meghan Markle?
If Jeremy
Him, yeah.
Clarkson gets canceled because of Meghan Merkel, I'll
He
fucking.
did.
She already
Oh,
did.
yes,
He
he
did.
is.
He's canceled, Gary.
Did he
He's
get
got
fired,
everything.
or
His shows
I
have all
thought
been
he
cancelled.
apologized. Did
His
the apology
shows-
not work?
No,
the
it did the
apology
opposite.
not. It
No,
made it
he did-
worse.
Right. Clarkson did a really poor apology. Not that it was like funny Clarkson apology. No,
It was Ben.
a
McNee,
legitimately
man.
poor apology because he was like, every time somebody apologizes, it's never enough, and you know they're still vilified and all this.
So
And
what?
then he said, so I'm going to try and buck the trend. I am so sorry for what I said in the newspaper, from the bottom of my toes to the head of my tippy top. I really am.
Mhm.
This is my biggest Mea Cooper moment. And they went, thank you for the apology. Your shows are all cancelled.
Mhm.
Well, they're canceled in 2024.
Yeah, when his contract runs out.
When it's up. I mean, they didn't
Yeah.
shit can everything right now.
No, when his
So
contracts were
there's
up.
time. Things could
Wait,
change.
I was actually going to say that by the time we get to the time of which it's terminated, everyone's going to be like, "Why are you stopping them? Keep going. Stop.
Yeah.
What are you doing?"
Oh my
That was
god! I
50
just
years
caught
ago.
up on Grand Tour. God damn it! They can't get rid. And I'm on the Clarkson
I'm not
farm. It's the best shit on TV.
I was actually
Fuck-
going to say I
fuck
recommend
Meghan Markle.
Clarkson's Farm. It's funny as fuck, and the idea that they're like, "Well, no more of either of them." It's like, what are you doing?
It's so stupid.
But everyone's the people, if you see the people who are complaining, that a lot of it's, he's Camilla Parker Bowles' bestest buddy, and it's just like, who fucking look.
I don't care.
Meghan Markle's a twat.
Meghan Markle's
Harry's
twat.
a twat. There are a couple of fucking twats. Canada. I mean, I know Harry likes to dress up as a Nazi. Now he's in a Nazi country. Stay there.
No, we sent them to Los Angeles. They live in Los
please get
Angeles
out.
now.
Mexican shush.
Well, oh wait, California. Parts of California might secede, so I'm fine with that.
Fuck you.
No, take him back to Canada.
Thank
For one,
you.
she's
Wrong.
Canadian, right? Is she not Canadian? Is
2023.
she not Canadian? What is
Yes.
up
Mhm.
with Canadian women? Like they
She
make
is
great
Canadian, yeah.
strippers, but other than that,
I have no comment I want to make about Canadian women.
You don't want to get
X-ray
banned.
girl is Canadian.
Okay, I have a comment I'd like to make about
yeah,
Canadian
yeah.
women.
And we had to radicalize her because, oh yeah, I totally voted for Justin
Oh, yeah.
Trudeau.
It was so hard. Oh my god.
He was like so cute. Oh my god.
Dude, you
All
gotta send me
women
that
thought he was
voice.
cute.
You gotta send me the code for that voice so I can put it
will.
into my Go XLR, mate.
Dude, I will.
I need it. I need it in
And
my
that's
Go
the reason
XLR.
I bought this because of that fucking voice.
All the women thought he was cute.
By the way, folks, 'cause you're-
He's
I
a
don't know if you can see it.
Nazi. He
It is-
actually said on camera that his inspiration comes from fucking communist China
he didn't
because
say
of
that at first.
because of their fucking lack of human rights.
You know,
They
th-
can
what
make
you
them
should have
do whatever
known
they
is
want.
he looks a lot like another communist who
Fidel.
was running a Caribbean country. Okay, he looks a lot like him, and he referred to him as Dad.
Look,
So-
Canada doesn't give a shit about much except hockey. So if it doesn't involve hockey, we're not really interested.
So Canada will change when we start, like when hockey starts getting woke. That's
Yeah.
already happened.
yeah, that
already
it-
happened.
It did happen. It started when they fired Don Cherry, and that was it. That was the
They
end.
I wish
Fired
they
Don
fired
Cherry.
Don Cheadle.
They fired
Mhm.
Darn Cherry.
Oh,
Why?
Years ago, because he said that people should wear the poppy and to honor the soldiers and the immigrants that don't, like, he said something about immigrants that come here and they don't do it and they don't honor the country. Basically, they should go back to their own country. And
I'm
then,
glad he got sacked. People
got
should
sacked.
get themselves trans pride flags and have a whole month of fucking self-flatulations.
Absolutely.
that was the beginning of the end of hockey
People
in
should
Canada.
chop their dicks off and just
Yeah,
go anywhere they like.
Mhm.
that's what
Personal decision.
Simon Pegg did.
I'm not going to shame your kink, but yeah.
Mhm.
Harry had problems with polo. He drowned 3 horses. What?
Oh my god.
That was a good one, chat.
Oh my god.
Like
Did you
it.
Did you
It's the
guys hear that audio clip though of him talking about the ointment on the dick? That
Yes.
reminded him of his mom.
Well, yeah. When I opened up this, I had frostbite on my penis, and I was given this ointment to rub onto my penis to make it better. And then when I opened up the ointment, the smell, the aroma reminded me of my mother. And I thought about her as I applied it to my genitals. And what? Harry, what?
Yes.
What?
It's disturbing.
He's gonna say something stupid. I can't wait for
He
like.
just did.
What-
He
what-
did!
No, it's gonna be even worse. It's gonna be when we were going to sacrifice a child to Moloch one day.
And I was at the pedo convention 2023.
When we went to Epstein
With
Island.
Prince Andrew. I put it in the private chat if
with,
you want it.
with Uncle Philip.
With Uncle Andrew. We took a day trip.
We jumped on his boat and there was a Mr. Epstein there.
Yeah.
Charming man.
Yeah, charming man. Had lots of lovely children with him.
Oh.
Oh.
Eh.
Oopsies.
Oopsies.
Oopsie doopsies.
Mahler's like, what the fuck did I just fucking
Sometimes I regret living, you know, here and there. Just a little.
Yeah.
His,
Sometimes I
his
feel bad that I was born.
already on sale in bookshops as well. It's been out 2 weeks.
Apparently there's 400 pages that have not been published.
Well, they stuck together.
Yeah. No, well, he took them out because he said it was too long, man. He said it was too long, so he didn't do it. And then Prince Charles also has said basically that he's really worried about the rest of what he can tell. So that people are looking forward to another volume.
He sold out his family for cash. He's Judas Iscariot.
Mm.
for cash that
That's who he is.
he would have had anyway.
Yeah, didn't he have money?
He has like
I
a
understand.
doesn't he have like a £10 million stipend a year or
Yeah,
something?
like,
Or-
Isn't he not rich already? I don't
He's
understand.
not poor. Okay.
I think you'll find that the royal family is like one of the most like victimized families.
No. Meghan Markle is your typical Hollywood opportunist. She's just really good at it. She's really good at it. Oh, they'll get divorced. They'll get divorced. I'd give it 5 years.
You think so? I don't know. I don't know.
There's only one person making a divorce in that relationship, and that's her.
Oh yeah, it will be her. It will be her.
Not. He's cocked in hook, line, and cuck. Yeah, if I were, yes, I think somebody said if I were him, I'd get those fucking kids' DNA tested quick.
Well, I would get
Ooh.
my own DNA tested if I was him.
Yeah, because his dad.
Hitler? Oh, no.
Just saying.
We all
very
know.
pretty.
Ginger in a non-ginger family,
Oh,
but
Yeah, I
somebody
mean,
was ginger.
you know, Hewitt's son. Yeah. I think, yeah, but we all said it when it was born.
Look at
Because
this
she
cover.
just come out of a fucking affair with him.
This
Mhm.
fucking cover.
And he comes out with red hair, just like Simon Hewitt.
Just like that guy, yeah. I forget his name.
Oh my god, I'm thinking
Simon
House
Hewitt.
of the Dragon right now. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, yes.
IRL.
And then somebody put a really great picture of the two of them side by side.
Yeah.
And let's just say the resemblance is as
Just like
uncanny as
Trudeau and Castro.
as yes, as Castro
Yeah.
and Trudeau, yes. Birds of a feather, birds of
This
a
is
feather,
some
birds
this is
of
some
a feather.
McFarlane goodness right here.
Nice, the lizard.
The lizard.
Lizard. So Velma.
Oh my god.
Oh, why you gotta
Tell
bring
me.
the tone of the show down? As actually, let's read a couple of supers and not talk about Velma.
Yay.
Yay. Thank you, super chatters. Fuck's sakes.
Because they've been coming thick and fast in the ready money round.
That's what she said.
Wow. Mikey
You missed
Gosler
Christmas already.
Oh, is that a
with a
Christmas
$5.
one?
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
Ben
Mikey
McFarlane.
with a 5, 10, 15, 25,
That's really nice, man.
45. There's a lot of supers here from Mikey, totaling $45. Mikey, thank you.
Mikey
Let's
Gusler.
go through these. Yeah. Good to
What's
see him
up,
back.
Mikey Gusler.
Haven't seen him for a little bit. Good to see him back. As did you see the hot toy? 1 in 6 figure of Jake Scully from Avatar 2. It's already sold out. Now I know that they've released them. Well, not really. I mean, released for pre-order. Oh no, Sideshow's updated its website, changed it.
It did.
Oh, it looks different now. I don't like change.
I don't like it either.
Where the fuck is?
Oh my god, you're gonna get an Avatar hot toy.
I'm gonna drop down. No, I didn't pre-order
That
them.
is.
I didn't pre-order them, Gary.
Gary's
judgment
judging
right
you
there,
like
yeah.
hard.
I like
man.
like a father.
Oof.
I ran away from
I'd
home,
have to sit you
Gary.
down for
I
that one.
ran
It's
away
like,
from
it's like if my
home.
son like started buying Barbie dolls, you know, it's like it's fine, but we do have to have a talk. Like that's the way you want to
It's
go. That's
fine,
cool. I love
but I
you.
think you're good.
But
I
got news
Oh,
for
I
you.
don't
son.
know
Why are you
Oh, Hot Toys, this is not good.
You know what? That Crow one they came out with was good,
Oh.
but it's not as good as the other one that looks way more like Brandon Lee, like the knockoff one.
Oh, dude, I don't even know how to navigate this site.
Oh, I do.
Boomer?
You go to a thing called Hot Toys. Oh, it's not there anymore. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. It's on the top left. You just hit Hot Toys. You
Share
just
your
hit Hot
screen
Toys.
so we
Oh,
can
look,
see what's
there's
happening.
Jake Scully. It's really skinny and
Jake
weird
Scully
looking.
deluxe version.
Sully.
Sideshow's still having it up for pre-order.
Yeah, it's still
got them up
not
for
sold out.
pre-order.
Yeah. You can pre-order. It's not on the wait list yet.
It might be.
Oh,
I don't know
there's
where you looked. It might be where you
Bo-Katan.
looked. I got her. She's here.
I would rather.
Down there.
Oh, fuck that. Give me a.
It's Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah, you know what?
I love
Give me
Katie
a BS
Sackhoff.
Yeah, no. Give me a Starbucks. I'll take a
Yeah,
Starbucks. but not-
Starbucks way
some
cool.
I
Star
know.
Wars
I'll have a
shit.
caramel latte, please.
Oh, the Doc Brown.
Mm.
The whole fucking
got it.
DeLorean
Down
thing.
there. I've got it.
I can't fit it in my room. I can't buy anymore because this thing called taxation is theft season. And they're going to thieve a large portion of my money and yours out there. My sympathy is with you to support causes like allowing
The
people in the
Ukraine.
southern border with free our money, phones we paid for, but not let anybody fly here unless they have a jab.
Don't
So-
forget the Ukraine. I want some of that Ukraine money.
Yeah.
Oh, and give it to the fucking
If
Ukraine.
he can
so-
squander it, so then so can I.
So two dictators can fight in a pissing contest. Great.
Yeah. By the way, alphabet community that have the Ukraine flag in your bio. When the war's over, please go visit Ukraine. You'll be so welcome.
Oh my god, these bad boys are so cringe. They got a Taskmaster, and it looks
Statue.
Taskmaster is popular because of the look. Kind of the skill, but more of the look with the skull face and everything. And like it looks like fucking it looks like
It's the one from the movie?
the one from the movie, the chick.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that.
It looks
Oh,
fucking
people are
terrible.
correcting
I got that.
got
'cause
it?
I'm gonna, yeah.
How
because
could you
I'm,
get that?
right? Because I'm
No.
Because right.
You send it back now. You return it. God damn it.
Sorry, Dad.
Fuck no.
People in the
How could
chat
you
are
get that?
correcting me
It's
because I
shit.
called Prince Charles, or I mean King Charles, Prince Charles. And I'm sorry, I forgot that the Queen died and you have a Dick King now. I'm sorry.
Gary, I got it because it's a male figure.
What kind?
It's not a female figure. It's a male figure.
Are you sure he doesn't have boobs?
Positive. I looked.
Okay.
I was like, nice rat. Oh, no. Oh, No
I would
rack.
say it looks like Power Rangers, but that would be disrespecting Power Rangers. What it looks like is MCU. That's what.
did
it
you
looks
see?
like.
Have you seen the
That's a
Taskmaster
best-
statue though? It's fucking
I don't-
sexy.
I can't do statues unless you send them.
Boobies.
And then I
Yes,
try
unless
very
I.
hard-
Say,
Unless you said
and then I try very
I
hard.
got
to
you,
imitate
Gary.
them.
I got you. Let's go to the next one from Mikey. Do you think that they'll add the zebra scene in the Last of Us show?
Well,
What?
zebra.
Oh, you
hope
mean the
so.
giraffe?
I'm
You
sorry.
mean the giraffe scene?
You mean the zebra? The zebra.
Gary,
The
America
As,
is not the only fucking country in the world.
but we're much bigger than you are.
No. Well,
We have
yes.
the bombs.
No.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Okay, As, where's the
I thought it was going to
majority
say.
of your
I thought it was
audience
going to say
from?
much.
What is
Hmm?
the highest percentage of your audience on your channel from? What country?
Mikey Gosler with a $5. So also, I think you mean the giraffe scene. I'd be very surprised if the giraffe scene isn't in the show. Unless,
they
wait.
mean,
Oh, you're talking about Abby's
Yeah.
dad?
yeah, they're talking about that, and they probably will have it if they.
No, but
I mean,
I do think
season
that
2.
Abby will be in the final
Let's talk
episode.
about Velma because we've got a lot to talk about with Last of Us. For one, I have tons of questions because I have not played the game or anything.
I
So
have comments about Last of Us as well.
yeah, but I think
Okay, we'll get
Hey,
to it.
Mikey,
all right,
hang in there, brother. We will
Okay.
talk about it. I promise.
I'll
And
go
Mikey,
through
we
some
love you.
supers. I'll
We
go
love you,
through some
Mikey.
supers.
We
Before I
love your
do,
avatar loving ass.
Velma is
Velma is not the be all and end all, Gary.
No, I'm just saying,
Nina.
Done.
Speechless.
it's
Are you going to keep watching it and reviewing it?
Velma.
right. I'm going to be honest. Okay. I give my honest opinion whether the crowd like it or the crowd don't like it, as we've seen in time memoriam. I'm going to review episode 2 tomorrow.
Okay.
If that video bombs, I'm not touching another episode.
Okay. But if it does well,
if it does well, I'll carry on.
Okay. All right.
That,
God.
dude, that's how you do it. That's how it's done. It's like you have another channel. So if there's like a true passion project that you love, and you know it's just not going to get a bunch of traction on your main channel, just do it on Hot Toys. You do it on fucking
Yeah.
Hot Toys. That's what we do. That's what I do. You know, like I'm doing a Tulsa King review. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the main channel. I'll probably put it on Nerdrotic Daily, but I love that show so much. I'm doing a review of it. I don't care fucking who watches it. But damn right, if I'm on the main channel and I'm covering some shit and nobody cares about it anymore, I'm fucking done. I'm done. Like, okay, good. Threaten me with a good time.
I'm going to walk out just like Fidel walked out on Justin Trudeau's mom.
Send her
The fact of the matter is,
Go back to
I think
Canada.
there's a
Go to
lot
Canada, woman.
with Velma. The show is cringe. We knew it was going to be cringe. It's made for a very, very small crowd. It's what can we? I'll use the pretentious Hollywood terminology. What's the teachable moment of Velma?
I'll teach you.
And the teachable moment is
White
the
men.
cringe is not over. They fucking hate you in the IP, and
They
this is
hate
one
you.
of the best examples of we really fucking hate the IP.
Yeah.
We're working on right now.
And they hate you.
Especially
They
white
hate
men.
you, the audience.
Whoa, do they hate? And they hate
Especially
us.
the white
I'll
men.
say us. Us. They hate us.
Yeah. Well, they hate everyone, but if you're diverse, then you get a voice, and the voice is telling other people that they hate them.
It's a show written from the perspective of somebody who lurks in a town called Hollywood, where everyone, oh my God, you're like my best friend. I love you so much. And they all fucking hate each other. They all hate each other. They're all jealous of each other. They're all ready to fuck each other over at the drop of a hat. So they don't have any real friendships, relationships. They're all business arrangements, essentially. And it's gotten so bad. They've gotten so incestuous and insular that they don't even have a connection to the real world anymore. Most of these people have not even had a single 40-hour-a-week job for a year before they worked in Hollywood. Like they've been working in entertainment all their lives. And like, I don't think that's very balanced. I think it is good to go out in the world and see how it is before you try to write about it. You know, that's just me. So that's something we've lost in Hollywood. And yeah, it is a bunch of people who just fucking hate each other, but pretend to like each other. And they think that's what the world is now. They just think that's what the world is. And
Also,
their
it
world
says,
is like that.
Stockman dissed the Last of Us fan base for criticizing Ellie in the Last of Us 2. Well, Stockman looks like his wife pegs him on a daily basis. Now that he's trying to Chris Stockman,
Oh.
Cuckman.
Oh, yeah.
you know, terrible movie reviewer who's now making
yeah,
movies.
that guy.
Yeah.
Like, the guy who like reviews movies like this.
Guy
like,
who's
I really
desperate
thought
to be a
it was
part of the
really good.
industry.
Yes,
He's like,
yeah,
"Please
exactly,
let me
Morgan.
in."
Please let me in. I'll say all the right stuff. Continue to peg me, dear wife. Peg away. Then he
Good
come out
lord.
with like, then he say I'm like fucking non-binary or some fucking stupid shit
Did
as
he?
well.
No.
Did he really? Oh,
Something like
no.
that. Or I'm gender fluid, non-binary, some fucking bullshit as well.
They're all fucking gender neutral, non-binary now.
I'm
That's
desperate for
code for
attention
straight
and
people needing
mentally
to work in
ill.
Hollywood.
For reals though, Gary. God damn. Or
Thought he was
I
gay.
need to get away from a crime.
so
like
did his
Ezra
wife.
Miller.
Remember Tilly from Star Trek Discovery, who's married and
Yeah.
has 3 kids and soccer mom and came out as queer even though she's never had sex with a woman?
That was the redhead chick?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, the chat saying he came out as pansexual.
Oh, so like okay,
Wait, isn't that
pansexuals like
Isn't that
bi.
just bisexual?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bisexual but pretentious.
I'm pansexual now.
I'm pansexual. I have sex with men and women, but because we believe there's 69 fucking genders, I pretend that I'm attracted to all of them.
So he's gay. Okay.
Yeah, he's gay.
I got news for you.
Yeah, so you're gay. It's all right, dude. It's 2023. We're okay with that shit. We're okay
Could be
with that
gay.
shit.
Go for it.
It doesn't make his
congrats.
like I don't
cocky
even,
bun.
I have never watched a full video of his ever.
He's
I
gay.
He's
don't even know who
boring.
he is.
He's really boring.
I don't know
But
who he
like, hey, people like him though. That's great.
Good on him. Good on you, cockahoo.
Angry Joe, who I disagree with. At least there's entertainment potential there because he does his little spastic things and stuff, and they can be amusing. You know. Like,
Yes, I not a fan of Angry Joe as a person, but
I understand why people like him,
respect what
right?
he's
I
done.
do.
I
Yeah,
respect,
totally
what he's done as a content creator, and I can understand very much why people like him.
Like Jeremy Johns,
Please,
I understand why people like him. He's like really charming. And he seems like out of the group of the big reviewers, like the one I would probably trust the most.
He seems like a nice man.
He seems like a
Yes.
nice dude. Seems like a good dude. Yep. I like him.
Someone just said, as we're okay with this, but the question is his wife's boyfriend okay with it?
Oh no.
Velma.
Velma, terrible show. Mikey Gustler with Mikey Gustler. Someone said to her, saying, I don't care about J.K. Rowling. I care about Harry Potter because it helped me through dark times. Hold on. Mike, I read it. I missed one. Saw you retweeted that woman that said she isn't buying Hogwarts Legacy, even though she was in the choir for it at Universal. And man, I was laughing. Someone said to her, I don't care about J.K. Rowling. I care about Harry Potter because it helped me through dark times. Her response, congrats on your donation to actively harming trans people.
Well, I mean, that's an adult pretender who was in the choir and like never gave a fuck about Harry Potter before. She was just some dumb pretty girl that got a fucking gig at Universal, and now she's looking to get
Advance
more
her
attention.
career, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is meant to be Sterling, as in Jim Sterling. Let's go with that. Jim Sterling's take on Hogwarts Legacy. Quote, nope, I'm not reviewing that Hogwarts game. It sickens me every time I see it on the PlayStation Store. My coverage will extend to explaining how that game supports a viciously fascistic transphobe.
Fascistic.
Jim Sterling, ladies and gentlemen.
J.K. Rowling. Fascist.
All she
Jim
said
is
was
Jim
women
is
are women.
he is a one. I look, when Jim Sterling is being legit, he's good. He's really good. Unfortunately, he's a cabaret act, and he harms himself. And then when he decided that he was gonna, when all this business has been happening over the last couple of years, when he decided that he was going to, because he was openly bisexual, even potentially polyamorous, I believe. But he was openly bisexual, even though he's married to a woman, but he's openly bisexual. I believe that they, partake in activities. But then he decided that he was going to put on wigs and makeup, and he was now a woman or something. I don't know. And then he blamed his viewers for unsubscribing from him because of his change. Doesn't help himself. He doesn't help himself. But I know. So I gave up on Jim because every time a video came out, I just didn't know which Jim I was going to get. Was I going to get Jim Sterling or was I going to get theater?
Well, I mean, like, it's when he gets political. It's like, who cares if he, like, how he looks? It's like this hyperbolic shit with J.K. Rowling is just not true. It's just not true. This is a battle of wills now, and you're asking people to accept that 2 + 2 = 5, and we're not going to do it. You as an individual will respect. We have no problem with you at all. At all. Don't fuck around with kids, and don't tell me 2 + 2 = 5. That's it. I don't care what your personal thing is. I'll respect it. If it makes you happy, awesome. Great. Nobody's gonna give you shit. Especially now. There's never been a better time. You know what? Stay off social media. Probably never get shit ever if you're that sensitive to it. But the fact of the matter is, this is all a personal issue with each individual one of them, right? And they have found something to not deal with their personal issues. Just look in the mirror and go, I am okay. Like, I have transitioned and I'm okay with it. That's all you need to do. That's all you need. And not give a flying fuck what other people think. And you're not protecting other people. That's not what it's about. It's about your personal issues that you haven't fucking worked out. And you're projecting them across social media. And that is not fucking healthy. Never has been, never will be. And in 10 years, we can fast forward this. And I know where a lot of it's going to end. And it's bad. So get the help you need now. Get the help you need now. Before it's too fucking late.
And I think the craziest part is that a lot of most of the stuff is like, I don't even see a lot of trans people actually getting involved in this kind of stuff. It's usually woke white women, which this woman was. And then they're always like, we're allies. Like, we're protecting these people. We need, like, you need to stop
protecting them from
game.
What?
From
opinions
from you, like from especially white.
Okay, how many trans people have I hit in my life? How many trans people have I attacked in my life?
Probably a lot. I don't know.
I'm gonna shock you. The answer is zero.
Zero.
Yeah, it's just it's like these people. They're like, oh, just because you're gonna buy this game, you're killing trans people, and it's like, how does your logic like even fucking work in your brain? Like, it makes no fucking sense. And if you're gonna do that, like if you're gonna go off and be like, I'm not gonna stand for this because I hate J.K. Rowling for whatever reason, and you're gonna boycott her game, then go do it. You do you. You're weirdo. You go do your thing. But why are you fucking labeling everybody else that thing because you disagree, and you're just labeling gamers basically anti-trans or whatever because they want to just play a fucking game? It's like, get the fuck out of here. Get over yourselves.
Like, don't play the game. Don't buy it. If you don't like her, don't buy it. Like, who gives a shit, right?
I don't care. Don't buy it.
You're actually selling more games for her.
They literally did, Gary. I had no idea about this fucking game. I didn't know what this game was. I had no idea what the hell was going on. And then all of a sudden, all this stuff happens. And I'm like,
it's the one game I have been kind of keeping track of.
I didn't.
Harry Potter, right? If there was a Doctor Who game like this, I'd be keeping track of that too.
Sure. I mean, of course you would, because it's Doctor Who. But you also like Harry Potter. That's right. Yeah. Unlike Az. That's true.
I've read the books, all that shit. Yeah.
I gotta read the book still. I want to buy the book.
All this is just minutia. It's Twitter's not the real world. We know that, right?
Gary, what house are you?
Jennifer Lawrence wrote it anyway, so
this is true. But what house are you, Gary?
Castle.
What house am I?
Yeah.
I've never done the house thing.
You didn't do the Sorting Hat?
No, I've never done the Sorting Hat. I would probably be like Ravenclaw. That's my guess.
Okay. I'm a Hufflepuff.
You're a fucking puff, all right.
I do like to
Altraz
puff.
with a $5 says, good morning all, Az and Gary. I have a couple of variants of Spawn Universe 1 and Scorch 1. I thought about getting them graded. Should I? If you want to.
Yeah, if they're
you
the
want to.
copies you're not going to read, and you get them back faster now. You get them back way faster now. And if you're looking to resell them someday, yes.
Andrew Clark with the $5 says, maybe it had mental plates, notebooks like that exist. Also, the fax machine system is perfectly within character. It's quirky and dumb.
What?
I have no idea.
What's he talking about?
No idea.
we have been bouncing
Maybe
around.
had metal plates, notebooks like this. No idea. Hello. Matthew Hammond with a $5.
Captain America.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that looks amazing.
Matthew Hammond with a $5 says, can we get Az's reaction to the pictures of Anne, the new
Let's just
owner
get to
of
Velma,
this universe?
So we can get past it and talk about Last of Us.
I believe in women. I'm trying to smash through this. We're not going to talk about Velma. Velma's dog shit. Let's talk about The Last of Us after we've done these.
What was that super chat? What? Anne?
The owner of Miss Universe.
Oh, that fucking trans person. Oh my god.
Yes.
That thing was horrible.
I emailed Gary pictures that he can show you to review. Good for you, Matthew. Thanks for the cash. Go fuck yourself. By the way, can you if any of you want to get a new joke, if any of you want to get a new joke, I'm here for a new joke. Anyone got a new joke? No, gonna use the same one for months on end. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, they are, dude.
Amando,
Yeah, they are.
94 with a $20. As a little late to the party, but I wanted to say thank you. I'm currently watching your Last of Us 2 playthrough, and I refuse to play the game itself. In the words of Drinker, Ellie's gay, by the way. Shit. I know. Amazing, isn't it?
They made her gay.
Mauler's in the chat. He's in the chat now. Hi, Mauler.
Hi, Muller.
Marty Gray with a £10 says, can't wait for the eventual UK meetup. It's going to be Garrington, Canelsworth, be a peach and fetch us a warm ale. This one's bloody freezing. Colonials, am I right? I know. Dude, I'm having to deal with them today.
Right? Oh, that's happening, by the way. That's so happening. We'll let you know soon.
I'm sorry, but we
hope you have a good time.
Whoa. We will have a very good time. Mahler, you, me, and whoever else comes along, Shad. We're going to have a great fucking time. We're going to
hope you have a good time. Enoch Mamon with a $5 says, I saw my first EFAP on Saturday. It was fun. That pile of refuge, or whatever his name is, certainly had a lot of cope. What would Matthew Arnold think? Taylor Ramirez with a $5 says, Drinker forced Mauler to watch Velma. Yeah, and me. I feel like it's a cancelable offense. You need better friends. Oh, he does, probably. Soundwave with a $50 says, Happy New Year, Big Dog Az. Az, have you ever watched Venture Brothers? I have not.
It's so good.
I keep getting bullied into. I'll see it at some point.
Oh my god!
Probably when the film comes out to wrap it all up, and then I'll go watch it all.
Yeah.
Oh, is that not out yet? When is that coming out?
Coming out later this year.
Also, Gary, do you have any idea why they stopped the production of Venture Brothers? The fact that the show is a play on what Johnny Quest does off hours is a great love Samson.
Yeah, it was, I believe it was just cut off by the current Warner Brothers, HBO, whatever the fuck management, because they were taking too long in between. And like it had a solid audience, but it wasn't big. Like it's just us crazy nuts who love it. But it's one of the greatest shows. Yeah, it's a cult following show, you know. But like it at least they got the final movie. Yeah, and it didn't end with that freaking cliffhanger, which was brutal because it looked bad for a minute. It looked like we're never getting anything. And that's what I was like. I did a couple streams. I'm like, we need to crowdfund this. Because we could easily crowdfund a special, but then they got picked up for a special.
Well, thank God, because I hate not having an ending. So that's good.
Nina, I hate not having an ending. Jai to Pie with a $5 with Airplane. They understood the genre and respected it. Thus, they knew how to have a proper laugh at it. Exactly. Then, of course, they had all these 2000 dog shit ones, which just didn't like the things that, everyone's watching the Hunger Games. Let's do a parody of the Hunger Games, which isn't remotely funny because we don't like what we're trying to mimic. Nice. Great art. Jump in?
No. That's Eric Larson before he went crazy.
Fucking hell. Look, oh, wow. Kind of look Burnesque from here.
No, he was very good when he was younger, but now his style is looser and shit.
Well, just like him.
Yep.
Hey,
I have returned and just
Hello.
happened to
Hi.
step out at the wrong moment. Luckily, I was listening, so I get all the context before I make sure I don't miss anything. But that first one was referring to how in Glass Onion, and the three of you have mercifully not seen that film, yeah?
Or the other one.
So,
I've seen the first one.
very important, super awesome hero main character gets shot almost in the heart at one point. And you're like, oh no, dead. Turns out that the killer was trying to kill her too, but luckily she had a little notepad in her pocket and it blocked the whole bullet.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
The notepad.
And
Remember
of
that
course-
YouTuber that was killed when his girlfriend shot him through a massive telephone directory?
Yeah, there's the thing. Obviously, Rags, our resident gun guy, was just like bullshit. Like,
Paper doesn't stop bullets, guys.
but the
little slivers of metal doesn't stop it either.
yeah, well, Drinker points it out in his video, and the guy we covered on EFAB was like, well, there are some notepads in the world that might have a metal plate in there.
Yeah, with a
don't know.
Desert Eagle, yes.
Yeah. Is it platinum? Is it platinum and about a fucking inch thick? Maybe. But
So that's that reference. The other one, fucking
Is
was
it
it Matthew
clear
Arnold?
aluminum?
aluminium.
Aluminium.
Thank you, Gary. That is correct.
Hey, that's the one word you got. I totally agree with you on aluminium. Just sounds cooler than aluminum.
Agreed. I'm glad
We
we
say
got.
that in Farsi too.
Go on,
But
sorry.
What was the second one? I can explain that one too.
Tell that to Teddy Roosevelt.
Two
That's true.
metal plates or something?
But that was like
No, the metal play was the first one. There was one that mentioned. Was it Matthew Arnold? Matthew something? Matthew?
Hold on, let me
Because
go
that's
down.
funny as well.
yeah. There's a couple of guys out there on Glass Onion. Man, Glass Onion
the fax
fucking
machine system is
triggered.
perfectly within character. It's quirky and dumb.
So this is so funny to actually say these things to you guys because you have no context and you just have to believe me. I know it's true, but you guys have to.
No,
trigger,
you,
what the fuck? So-
not liking Glass Onion triggered the lolcows like big time. Like they fucking like I've never seen this many anti-drinker videos in my life than over fucking Glass
Yeah,
Onion.
no, he really pissed them all off, and it was so
Yeah.
funny because the best of them, so to speak, this video is so fucking bad. So the main character, a lot of people say he's supposed to be making fun of Elon Musk. He's a tech billionaire who's an idiot. Like that is the plot. He is an idiot. It's just that everyone keeps saying it over and over again. He's so stupid, and everyone thought he was smart. So there's a lot of problems that can be created in the film if he had a phone, but he doesn't. This tech billionaire does not have a phone. Instead, he runs his entire billionaire operation, all of his companies, everything, everywhere, all over the world, with fax machines exclusively.
Why? Because he's got like some sort of quirk or something?
That is it. That is it.
Okay.
It's just he's just quirky. He only uses a fax machine, and it's part of his downfall is the heroes get to see sensitive information thanks to the fact that all of his fucking fax machines post everything he ever gets privately.
This sounds so fucking
It
bad.
is
So a guy
awful.
who's so paranoid he won't use computers doesn't wipe the logs of his fax machine.
Gary, they're just there's evidence that implicates him in the murder, and it's just in his little deposit for the fax machine shit. Like you could just look. It's so bad. But yeah,
Is
this
it like
person,
paper
yeah,
that he doesn't shred?
nope.
But he's so paranoid he won't use a computer, but he won't shred the paper from the fax machine.
I don't
Ryan
even-
Johnson is so smart. Am
I
I?
was about to say, they didn't go that far.
smart. He's gonna have a Star
He's
Wars
the best
credit day.
filmmaker. He's got a big head to hold his big brain.
And yeah, and then of course you have Drinker brings it up. It's just like, what the fuck is this stupid shit? And then the person was like, it's actually completely in character that a quirky person might only use fax machines.
I agreed, but he would shred all the fucking paper. He would wipe the logs,
No,
which is
no,
easy to do.
No. Let everyone
no.
see everything.
Wait. I have used fax machines at my work, and for proprietary information, we had to shred everything. Everything.
And then,
I don't want to talk Lastonian.
Well,
Fuck it. We got shit to do.
Last thing for context of that super chat, right, was, you know, you guys know Drinker. He sells himself on his channel as an incredibly intelligent, better than everyone person, doesn't he? It's not at all that he's like selling himself as a drunk who gives his thoughts on things. It was funny. I had to remind people this video sells him as like, oh, he's a guy who just thinks he's so fucking clever. Just like,
yeah,
he
his
talks
name
about
is the critical thinker, not the critical drinker. Come on, guys.
he talks about how he'll like go on benders that are nights long and just like end up in an alleyway.
Toilet duck.
Yeah, and so it's just like, come on, he's pretentious. And then in like the same breath, this guy is like, oh, critical drinker thinks this is a cliche. It's like, I wonder what Matthew Arnold would have to say about that. And it just like shows this guy, and all of us were like, who the fuck is that? Like, it's like
who's Matthew Arnold?
Who's that? I don't get it.
And like all of chat were just fucking losing it. Like, who the fuck is that?
Not Matthew Arnold, no!
The Matthew Arnold.
Matthew Arnold? My goodness.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Who?
Who?
I think we had it's like an English poet and cultural critic. There you go.
Is he a film director? Because there's a Matthew Arnold film director.
No, he was 1822 was when he was born, so I doubt he was a film director. But he was the son of Thomas Arnold. You know, you guys know Matthew Arnold.
What would Tom Arnold say about this?
Give me another line of coke.
Give me some more coke.
I thought he was married to Roseanne.
We need more coke over here.
Short version is, if you want to have some fun, you have a spare 5 hours, I think it was. You can go check out that episode. We check out.
I was
someone
watching
ripping
some
into
of it.
Drinker.
It was pretty fucking funny, dude.
The funny
that
part
video
to me
you were
is
going over, that guy's got a lot of subs, right?
Well, that's part of why people really wanted us to see this video. It's over like 250,000 views, and it's just ripping into Drinker. And we were like, okay, fine, yeah, we'll give it a shot. It's embarrassing. An entire building explodes and is set on fire, and he legit shows that shit, and then basically all the characters survive, and Drinker's like, how the fuck did they do that? And then he goes, nothing about this would be fatal to a human.
Nothing about a building blowing up with them inside would be fatal to
glass
humans.
flying at you at the speed of a bullet.
I can't even properly illustrate just how fucking retarded it is. If you type in glass onion explosion into Google Images, you'll see what it is. And
God, I need to watch these movies now.
I don't.
No.
You
Please
take Velma.
Please don't make me as.
I was gonna say you fucking watch Velma, but not glass
You
onion.
take Velma.
Velma's 20 minutes long.
You take
Yeah,
Velma.
but you said you'd watch the whole season if people watch you watching it. So
Yeah, because at least I'm doing it in 20-minute intervals
fine,
every
do
week.
glass onion in 20-minute intervals.
That's like
over
20, 38 seconds.
Fuck it, I can't remember. I don't even know if you guys know. They destroy the Mona Lisa in that film, and it's supposed to be a good thing.
Why?
Well, so
Kill the
oil?
past. Kill the past. That's the
well,
symbolism. That's why I gotta watch this.
It's kind of even worse. They kill the Mona Lisa, so to speak, because the apparently supposed to be Elon Musk character, it's like his prized possession.
Dude,
Elsie
it goes deeper.
Latham.
It's Elon Musk, and it's all the. It sounds like Rian Johnson. Like we live in his head from Last Jedi, and he's just writing a murder mystery to work out his fucking hangups of so many fans.
Gary, there is a Twitch streamer who turns to the right wing, and he shoots everything.
No.
Like I said, I'm surprised you
What
guys
a
wouldn't want to
bitch.
check out this movie. It's fucking abysmal.
No.
That's insane.
When I hear Ryan Johnson, I'm like, nope.
Now I know why you watch like the Pink Panther. Just
Yes,
to
'cause-
cleanse your
that was
palate.
such a
I
fun
got
night.
it. You need to watch Clue, the Pink Panther,
have.
like
Oh,
some good
Clue's
old Agatha
great.
Christie stuff. You know,
Mm. I just started
Murder by
watching
Death.
this-
Have you seen Murder by Death?
Yes.
Mahler, have you seen Murder by
No.
Death?
I haven't seen
Ooh,
it.
Mahler, you need to watch Murder by Death.
Hmm.
Good movie.
I just
Good
started
movie.
watching the Justice League animated. It's good. It's good stuff.
Cool story. LC Lapin with a $5 sending Gary. Secondly, Gary on Venture Brothers, one of the best animated comedies ever. If you had one clip of the show to sell it to the others, what would it be?
Hang on. Shot in the Dark is Pink Panther, by the way.
Yeah.
Shot in the Dark is great. Great. Okay, so repeat that. Yes, I was reading.
Venture Brothers, one of the best animated comedies ever. If you had one clip of the show to sell it to others, what would it be?
Oh, I can't show it. Okay, if you go to the maybe I should show it later. Nah, we got hit by it. We got hit by it. But when Brock is talking about when Brock is talking about tits, there's a whole thing where he's talking about an old stripper's tits, and he's like doing it's so fucking funny. So look for the best of Brock, and you'll see him talking about old strippers' tits, and it's fucking hilarious. It is.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Kiss yourself.
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm watching it though. It's good.
It's pretty.
Judah Cricket with a 20 says the wokesters, the stunning wokesters, the brave wokesters, the stunning and brave wokesters, the bravest
mournful tits. They're mournful tits.
BIPOC person to a room full of like-minded people who won't disagree. Wokesters, do this, please.
I'll share it on Twitter right now, but watch it later.
Inogmamon with a $5 says category for wokesters: movie that saved the most lives. That's a good one, actually.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, The Eternals.
I was going to say
a movie with the most gays. He says.
The Eternals.
That was 2021.
Was it?
Huh.
I don't know.
Don't worry, I'm sure there's plenty of gay
There's
shit from
a
last year.
lot of gay stuff.
Wow, it's not that I'm just getting so fucking sick and tired of this shit.
Yeah, that was 2021. Oh my god.
Archangel with a $10. I said this about 3 years ago. I'm bringing it up again to Mauler. EFAP should do a yearly Worst of the Show awards called the Fappies.
People have suggested a couple of times. I just, I don't know, barely have the time to do the stuff we're trying. We're still not caught up with everything, but that would be fun, yeah.
Yellow Flash, how are you doing, Yellow Flash? See you on FNT
Shout
this week.
out. Oh,
How
yay.
dare you talk about Hogwarts Legacy? Bang, that game kills people. True. That's why I bought loads.
Okay, so
Flash
I just
is right
tweeted
about woke
Venture
white
Brothers
women.
is the GOAT, and it's the clip, the worst boobs, the Venture Brothers. There you go. That's what I would sell it with.
The worst
because
boobs.
it's so not politically correct, and they stayed that way up until the very end. Bless their heart.
Good. Because if fucking Velma's anything to go by, we're fucked. Brightest Day with the $2 is the real BBC where the duck-like rabbits for 38 seconds. Oh, wow. I'm feeding the ducks for 38 seconds. Bushin Ryu Cat with a $5 hosts reserved my Hogwarts game on Steam Deck. By the way, what's your feeling on the upcoming Gotham Knights TV show? Can't be bad like the game, right? It's gonna be abysmal. And yes, I'll be there for it. And it's probably gonna get cancelled after half a season.
Who? What?
Gotham Knights CW TV show.
Dude, it's only gonna be on the app.
God.
Hey?
I watched the trailer and it said only available on the CW app.
Why the hell are they launching an app?
They have an app. The app's been out forever.
Oh.
And they have put exclusives like Vixen. The Vixen cartoon has been app only. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I watched the trailer because
I haven't seen the new trailer, you see.
We should watch the new trailer.
Okay.
Oh
yes.
my god, you haven't seen the new trailer?
Let me smash a couple more. Let me smash a couple more.
This is the worst of the CW. This is the worst.
Peak.
Dude, I'm gonna feed the ducks live on stream. You know what I'm saying?
I might too. It's
oh my god.
This is...
You haven't seen the new Robin? It's amazing.
No, this is.
I've seen her already. The race swapped Callie, who's 30 years before she should be there. No, but it doesn't matter anyway because Two-Face isn't even Two-Face, even though Batman's
Joker's
now
daughter.
dead.
And it's like, and it's just a bunch of fucking teenagers in their clothes, like, and she's got like.
I just came out of.
It's so fucking. It is
so great.
Peak woke.
I'm like
peak fucking woke. It is so beautiful. It's like, oh, we need more of this, and it will just die in 6 months.
Oh,
Remember, this was made before the CW went. You can have us for free. Just pay us.
Because did we mention we never turned a profit? Did we not bring that up before?
Don't
sweet
say.
Vagina. Andrew Osler with the $5.
If Mr. Freeze
Gary,
was Ice Cube, I'd watch that. That's some shit I'd watch. He's all Mr.
Mr.
Freeze is
was
now Ice Cube.
That
That'd
feels
be
so
funny.
good now that I just want him to do it. Why did you say that?
Andrew Osler with the $5 says Gary is a bad example of Americans' capacity for verbosity. Wow.
Capacity for
Damn.
verbosity. I'm a bad
Yeah.
example.
Apparently.
Why?
According
Thank
to
you. I consider
Andrew.
that a compliment.
Yeah. Shake from Hunger Team with the $20 says Nina, go watch Rome and review it on your channel, pretty please.
Yeah, that's 2 seasons of some of the best television ever made.
Dearest with a $5 says Orson Scott Card was the first to be denounced because of his personal views on gay marriage. Rowling is subject to an order of magnitude more hate. Yeah, because she. Do you know something?
What?
Fuck them all. You know, fuck them
Yeah,
all.
like the thing is, it's so few people saying this who are wielding such power. We just saw the person, the fucking monster who got that girl fired from limited run games, whose past is just checkered with shit that should have him in general, have
jail.
them in the general population
Right to
for
jail.
the day they would last.
Oh yeah, general pop. Yeah. General population.
Pop for the
Go
day
to
they
the
would
back
last.
of the. Go to the back of the yard, and
Yeah.
we'll pick your body up later.
Yeah, and again, this is nothing against individuals who identify this way. Don't cause any. If you're not out there trying to cancel people, you're just trying to live your life and be yourself. Nobody has a problem with that. Nobody. It's the same with the gay community. It's the politicized part of it that we have a problem with. That's backing Marxism and socialism and is trying to divide us. When I think we've made incredible strides with acceptance and normalizing, and some people just don't want that because normalization puts activists out of business. So this is activism. That's all it is activism. Some people are working it out, right? Like I said before, they're working it out, and they need to work it out by themselves. They like you're projecting a bunch of stuff that's never going to get fixed. You can cancel 1,000 J.K. Rowlings, and you're not going to feel better until you work it out with yourself.
I'll just add one thing if I can, Gary. Nobody had a problem with people being gay. Nobody had a problem with people being trans. Nobody had a problem with any of this for donkey's years. When kids started getting brought into the equation, that's when people had a massive fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's no fucking coincidence. And I don't think a lot of these, by the way, because I know there's plenty of gay people who watch this show from both genders, because there's only 2. I believe a lot of the perpetrators of these acts are just bad actors. They're not even legitimately members of the gay community. They're people who are using it.
There's trans who watch our shows too.
Yeah, the people who are using it to add a level of protection and also be a wolf amongst the sheep. That's what they're doing. A wolf in sheep's clothing, and it's fucking disgusting.
Gary, I put an article in the private chat. Have you seen this?
Paddy P with a 20 Australian. Hail, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you
watched
about
that video.
something? It sounds like you all love Doctor Who. Never watched an episode, but heard you talk on here about, and it's piqued my interest. Where would you guys suggest I start? I always suggest starting at the beginning of New Who.
Yep. Start at the beginning anew, and if you really get passionate about it, like go back and watch the classic stuff. Because I think the New Who will get you primed for the universe. And I can hear the classic fans now. Hear me out. I'm trying not to steer them away from the classic. I want them to get to the classic. Because like if you get primed in the modern, like a lot of people did, they go back and watch. They'll fall in love with it and go back and watch it, and then they'll discover first Doctor, second Doctor, third Doctor, and they'll be Doctor Who fans. And I did a case study when I went through this major obsession when I had my comic store, so much so I put video in my store so I could watch Doctor Who when I was at work.
Aw.
And I got tons of people into it. And by the time, I even sold my store, I was selling 100 Doctor Who comics off the shelves. I don't think there's a fucking single comic shop on the planet that was selling that many Doctor Who comic books off the shelf outside of the UK. And I doubt even that. I had 100 subscribers. I was selling 100 off the shelf. It was not, and everything. And people were sitting around and watch the show. We started doing watch parties, and it just started from watching modern Doctor Who. And then we just burned through the seasons. We'd get, I was open 7 hours, so we'd watch 7 or 8 episodes, end up staying late to finish episodes all the fucking time. So it's a great way to get people into it. Just don't.
That's
go
how I
past it.
started. I started with like New Who.
Judo Cricket with a $20 says Mauler spends 18 minutes trashing the Mando season 3 trailer with Rags and Fringy. Also, Mauler at the end, don't worry, we'll review it fairly. I'm sure you will. It was just a funny juxtaposition.
Well, that's kind of my ass. I was trying to explain, like, I have nothing but bad faith for new Disney shit, but I will give it its due. I mean, I feel like that's what we always do.
We always do.
And that's how we get these like almost hiccups, you could say, of like, wait, House of the Dragon, wasn't that supposed to be bad? And it's like, it wasn't.
No,
So
you're right. I thought it was going to be
Mhm.
bad. I thought it was going to be
too.
cringe bad. And I've watched it 4 times all the way through.
Really? That
Love it.
many?
Absolutely love it. There's one episode I don't like the end. That's it. But I like everything else, and I love how it ended. I wasn't even sure at the time if I loved how it ended, but now that I've seen it 4 times, I'm like, oh shit, that was good. That was
I
good.
thought it was good. That was good. But I've only watched it once.
Wow, loser.
I know. God.
I got it on my 4K Blu-ray. I'm just
Sure.
staying away from the from the extra features. I don't want to hear from I don't want to hear from Miguel Sapochnik at all.
You don't want to hear from that they them person either.
She's good
woman.
in it. She's a good actress.
A woman.
She's really good at playing women because she's a woman
Yep.
Yeah.
She's
with a husband. With a husband
Oh my God, she's married.
to a dude.
Fucking hell, man.
But she looked like Charlie Chaplin at the Golden Globes. She was wearing like that. I guess it's a thing now to wear your suit a size too big, like you're wearing your dad's shit or something.
I'm
I don't
gonna
even
pull up a
know
picture. I have to
what
see
that
this.
is.
I don't care. We're not talking about House of the Dragon. The Last of Us.
What
The
about it?
Last of Us.
It
The
was
Last
so
of Us, which is at
boring.
the House of the Dragon's time slot.
Fuck off.
It's coming out weekly.
Fucking boring.
It's the second biggest opening for HBO Max behind House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Oh my God.
I thought you didn't want to talk about
Okay,
House of
but
the
that's
Dragon.
HBO Max. Let's keep this in mind. HBO Max is about 1.5 years old.
And it came in at I think around about 4.5 million or something.
Yeah.
That was the
And they're
the
not
first-
counting HBO Now, which was the precursor to HBO Max and Cinemax and
Oh,
all that other shit. and
sorry.
the linear time it was airing or anything. So it probably did pretty damn well.
I forgot. We still got the Gotham Knights trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, I just saw that suit.
Let's quickly go through this. Here we go. Are you ready for the
Get
death of
ready.
Batman?
Can't hear it.
Gotham Knights.
Now I can hear it.
That's you just being deaf
What?
and old and
What?
deaf.
What
So
that
much
shit, boy?
age- I'm like,
What did you say, young man? Get off my lawn.
There's so much ageism here. Oh my God.
A sneak peek of the CW's Gotham Knights.
Oh,
Gotham
dear.
Knights.
Whoa.
It's really low.
Larceny, assault.
Okay, hold on.
It is. It's really.
Are you really the Joker's daughter?
No,
No.
you're stupid emo brat.
Ain't it neat guy from Supernatural's in it though? That
Yeah,
means it
I'm
will be
sure this
good.
87-pound girl is a threat to everybody.
He's Harvey Dent, Paula.
So
He's not even Two-Face.
The guy
And
that's
Batman's
talking to
Batman
her?
is dead. It's not
Yes.
even Two-Face.
Yes.
Yeah, clearly I am out of the loop on this fucking shit.
He's District Attorney Harvey Dent. Still.
Are they
Oh my-
aware that their timeline might be a little bit blocked?
They don't care because they've created a brand new son for bloody Bruce Wayne.
Yay.
And the first episode is called Rise, or is this trailer just called Rise?
Rise. I reckon it'd be the first. I reckon that'll be the name
Rise
of the
of
first
the
episode.
90-pound teenagers that are going to save the world
90 pound.
with their influence and TikTok videos.
Like Gabalux has got like a little bit of black.
Oh my God.
Joker's daughter. Is that why you murdered Batman?
Yeah, like she could
Oh,
murder Batman.
she murdered Batman. Okay. All right.
So
Why does he have a suit and his mask on? Like, and I don't mean the Batman suit. Why does he have a suit?
I know either he was changing or they killed him and put the Batman mask on to
Or
say I
they
know
ran
he's
out of
Batman.
money
Wow.
and they're just saying this is Batman.
I think that's everyone's interpretation. They're like, when they were making this scene, they're like, we could have the body there and he could be well dressed to be like, that's kind of Bruce Wayne. It's like, well, wait, but how do they know it's Batman? Oh, we'll put the mask on him.
Nobody
Put the
knows
Batman's
Bruce Wayne is
mask.
Batman. Ow!
Oof.
Ah! Sorry, it's got to come out somehow. It's either that or self-harm.
I am gonna find who did this.
With no Batman, who's gonna solve the
Right, so that's Batman's new fake made-up son. Called something like Tyler or something.
Who's the
It
mom?
looks like a Tyler.
Yeah. It looks like he's just about to burst into song at High School Musical.
It looks
looks
like,
like a
yeah, he looks
Taylor.
like he's been passed around in amongst certain circles,
Oh
producing
my
circles
God.
in Hollywood.
Ezra Miller.
Cough.
Poor
solve
kid.
the murder of
His name is Ezra.
When Batman falls.
Dad because I wanted his money.
Wait, who's the mommy? Oh, we don't know.
Oh no! Hold on, who's that?
Here she comes. Wait, here she
Oh,
comes.
that's Cat. There you go.
Oh my God.
My God.
Oh, yikey vey!
This is so powerful.
You're not Robin.
I'm Robin. That's Robin, everybody. Robin,
What is up with her
the
glasses?
boy wonder.
The bird war.
Wonder if it's a boy. Wonder...
But Gary, do you know who this actually is?
Yeah,
Who is this?
Katie Kelly.
Yes,
Wait, what?
What?
Dark Knight Returns Robin.
this is Dark Knight Returns Robin.
Oh.
She was a white, red-headed ginger girl.
Oh, no, another one?
Oh.
Another one bites the dust,
Decide.
and another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust.
Gendercide is real.
Did you guys know? I haven't checked this myself, but Friggy told me. The Chicken Run sequel, the character Ginger is going to now be played in the... Because, like, do you remember Mel Gibson was the main character in that Chicken Run? Did you
Yeah,
guys see
there's
Chicken
a
Run?
there's a Chicken Run
was he?
sequel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. He was. Carrie
was.
Kelly. Why did I say Katie? Carrie.
because it came out in
Harry Kelly,
2000.
yeah.
It was a different world back then. Mel Gibson could
I'm
be
trying to
leading
pull
an
up a
animated
picture of
movie.
her.
But yeah, the voice of Ginger was Julia Sawalha. I don't know it. But
There we go.
either
This is a
way,
good one.
those voices are being replaced in the sequel, remake, whatever the hell it is. And do you know who's playing Ginger?
A black woman.
It's Taddy Newton. Are you
There you
familiar?
go, that's Carrie Kelly.
That's Carrie Kelly. That's not even the Frank Miller version, but I was looking for a
my.
Frank
Yeah, but it's-
Miller
yeah.
version. Yeah.
But that's basically, yeah, a little bit different.
A little bit.
Don't
But
go
hey,
for
they got the goggles.
yes, they got the goggles wrong. But yes,
We could see like Nina's monitor in her glasses.
I know.
I'm not watching porn.
Don't forget to clear your history.
We're gonna find who really killed my dad.
Look around. A bunch of thieves turned fugitives. Joker's delusional daughter. A sidekick. Batman's orphan. Anybody want to give me a crack?
Did you hear the music though? It's all
I don't even. I can't do it anymore. Ah!
That's
you
how I
can.
felt about Velma today.
Yeah, you
God.
can. Oh, you can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
YouTubers could do things now.
I think I still have that sound effect.
It's just like somebody's there in Hollywood with I'd say with their cock out, but let's just be honest, someone else's cock out, just pissing on everything that you love. Oh, just reams of.
Are you saying something?
Piss.
Look, I don't speak Spanish.
Oh, do you know something? I bet you they cut out that line in Resident Evil 4 at the beginning, where when you leave the car with the two policemen, if you go back to speak to them, one of them turns to Leon and goes, "Did you forget your makeup or something?" Oh my God, transphobic!
I've completed my joke now. All right, here we go. I got the picture and everything. This is what I was trying to say, but the only person that listened to me was Nina, which is
I
fine.
was listening, and I'm still in shock about what you
Fine.
were saying.
Yeah, but
Smaller.
the chicken run the next movie, the character
Why?
Ginger, and you can see from that, just show the image. Show that image. It sums up the point. It's funny.
It's
It's, do you know who it is? It's Sarah from The Last of Us' mum.
She's the one that cried about playing a black woman.
no, she's
this-
from
she-
Westworld.
She's
from Westworld.
she was in Mission Impossible 2.
Yeah.
She was
Sandy
in
Newton.
Yeah,
Rocket
she
League.
cried-
Yeah, like
Didn't
I
she
don't know
cry
if you-
about playing Nina Simone in a movie? And she
didn't-
apologized for it.
Didn't she get fired from a fucking movie for having some kind of COVID meltdown? And
I don't know, maybe.
Tatum Channing.
Don't look very ginger.
Channing Tatum. Tatum Channing.
Well, hey, the character was just simply
Fired her.
bullshit. I just think it's a funny image because it's so weird, the pattern of ginger characters being replaced or
Ginger
I guess,
side.
adapted into black actresses. It's really odd.
It
Which
is-
ginger person pissed Harvey
It's
Weinstein
a
off?
trope. It's an absolute trope now. It's happened so many
like-
fucking times.
That pattern doesn't make any sense to me, and yet there's like fucking 23 examples or something.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
I don't see any reason, but like, yeah, okay, that's just and so
Right.
every time it happens again, you're like, well, there it goes again. Like,
Mahler, check out the private.
Bounding
chat.
into Comics does have a count. They do, like John F. Trent does have a list and a count of it. I'm sure he can add it.
she
These
clearly
characters-
oh my god.
Is this trailer over yet? Jesus.
No, it's not.
Ginger side is real.
We got fake Batman orphan. This, I believe, is meant to be Blue Jay, who was a terrible character created by Scott Snyder
Yep.
for diversity's sake. This is her brother, who is a they/them in the show. And I think this is meant to be Stephanie Brown. Spoiler.
Spoiler, this is gonna suck.
Spoiler. Yeah, I don't think that's a spoiler, Gary. I don't think that's a spoiler.
I hate it.
Yeah, I love it. That's my
Yep,
thumbnail.
you're hated. You're
That's my
definitely hated.
thumbnail. That's my thumbnail.
Hated.
Right there.
Uh-huh.
I hated this show.
This show is hated
Okay,
by
keep going.
all.
Keep going. Keep getting this over with.
No longer live in fear.
Oh my
And that's
God,
Talon.
The production is just so low. Fucking
It's so
value.
bad.
This looks like Talon from Court of Owls.
Dude, this is like no offense to people who make web series because they're not backed by billion-dollar corporations, but this looks like a web series.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
that
it does.
looks like a student film.
Yeah, which isn't supposed to be offensive. Student films have very little to work with a lot of the time, isn't it?
Bat in the Sun makes better stuff than this.
Yeah, dude, I just
Way
saw,
better.
I saw like one of those, Darth Vader versus Gandalf videos was better than this.
Yes.
Keep going,
Sweet
keep going.
Fucking Christ.
Just get past this.
Oh, no.
Fuckarella. Oh. Why is Carrie Kelly got a fucking bloody fucking what is this?
That's Joker's daughter.
Joker's
No.
daughter wants to bang
No.
Batman's son.
Oh God, they'll ship them. What
Yeah.
the fuck is that?
Oh, we've seen that before. That's the
Isn't that from
that's
Batwoman?
the 3D
The
printed.
Gotham- yes, the
on
3D print.
Quarter Black Garrett 3D printed that.
Oh my God.
We ran
You
out
do
of
a better
fucking
job.
plastic, so we put ice cream in instead.
Oh my God.
What the fucking hell is that?
What the hell is even that? Daddy, chill.
CW, so fucking up, and you're gonna pay us.
What about their penis?
the hell is even that?
Yeah, that fitting really well with the end.
Wait, keep going.
Oh no, there's not another little bit at the end, is there?
CW.
Oh no, whoa.
Streaming
No.
on.
No, it says only on the CW, but streaming on the app the next day. I think it is.
Okay. I don't get the CW. I'm so upset about that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't get every single TV show from around the world.
Me neither.
You need to get Tulsa King, dude. It's good.
I
have
gotta
it.
watch that. I gotta watch that.
Tulsa King is the shit. It is the shit.
As good as Terminal List and Reacher?
It's as good as Reacher. It's in the same vein as Reacher. Terminal List is way more of a serious story with unreliable narrator done right.
Mhm.
So
I like
they're-
Reacher a lot.
like
so
like
I'm gonna enjoy
Terminal
it.
List is a serious story that has a
Mhm.
couple of goofy things. Like Reacher
Yeah.
has some goofy kind of somewhat procedural TV stuff, which is fine
Mhm.
because it's
Mhm.
Reacher. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So this is like just pure Stallone. This is
Mhm.
just like if you like Sylvester Stallone,
I'd like
it's a fish out of water gangster who's banished to Tulsa, who takes over Tulsa in that gangster kind of way, who comes up against a biker gang.
Gotta watch
And,
it. I gotta watch
it's
it.
really good.
I'm gonna start Yellowstone soon. I have so many shows to watch, so I'll get to that one too. Can't wait.
I love Reacher. I love Terminal List. I just watched them both before the end of the year with my brother-in-law, and
It's really good.
Tulsa King is really, really, really good. Classic Sly. Yeah, it is vintage Sylvester Stallone because he's funny. He's a funny dude. So the show had no business being that good, and it had no business being as funny as it was because it's pretty funny. There's action in it too.
Sweet.
Cameron with $100. Cameron, thank you. Says, I'm so bored of modern films and shows. All they know how to do is race and gender swap and then use that as a shield against their garbage writing. I could find better writing in my cat's litter box.
Definitely when it comes to Velma, fuck my life.
I get you. It is demoralizing. It is demoralizing.
I thought you were gonna say demonic, and I was like, yeah, it's that.
Well, you gotta have a fucking soul, I guess, for it to be demonic. I don't see a soul with any of these fuckers. The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. So boring.
I think two of us liked it. I think two of us thought it was boring for the most part.
Mhm.
Go.
Mahler,
Who's
go.
Yeah, I thought I'll go furthest probably out of the four of us. I thought it was good. I would give it a thumbs up. Thought it was solid. I am as worried as anybody else would reasonably be that this will fall apart the further it goes on, especially the closer it gets to the target destination, the disaster, the nuke that it's heading for. But yeah, I am more than happy with like how much they stuck to the game. I think they copied part of like a lot of the praise is going to be from the fact that like you're copying something that is already really good. So,
Yes.
you know, so it can be complicated in terms of like how much do I want to appreciate them for it, but at the same time, right? Like you give props for adaptation that is faithful and executes things in a place as well. I thought the whole sequence in the town where everything's falling apart was just really solid. I maybe even go a bit further and say that the extra bit at the beginning, I thought it was a neat bit of context to add on, give a bit more time to the daughter.
I
show
loved
things.
it.
I hated it.
I loved it. I thought it was great and had some good actors in it too. So
You being sarcastic or what's
no,
happening?
I liked it. I liked the opening bit in 1968 when they're like setting it up. I thought that was rad.
Oh, that
really
part,
cool,
yeah. I thought you meant the her just walking around for 20 minutes.
You mean the global warming bit?
That, well, I mean, I could debunk that right now because the Earth has been warmer than it has now recently. So I mean, like that's bullshit. But I mean, like it's sci-fi, right? So
yeah, they've left it open enough that they
they've
could
left it
evolve
open up and using the
for any
mycelium network or whatever. I mean, like trees do use it to send messages to each other. So why not just make it people? Fuck it, I don't care. I thought it was fun, and it was weird. I saw Shatner Sunday, which was awesome. And he talked about that. He talked about how that's how I know, because he talked about like, you know, he's getting old, he's reflecting in his life, and he's like understanding now like how he was doing it in a beautiful way. Like the world is so connected. Like the trees use the mycelium network to warn other children trees of beetles and shit like that. They send messages. That's how they communicate. And the mushrooms are just the fruit. And then people made some jokes about mushrooms because they were in Austin, whatever. But then they talk about the bad part about it. Like, oh, it's really bad that it's all connected. If one thing goes bad, it can actually affect us. And there is like, they don't need to like touch us, or they can send messages, and like you can use that for sci-fi. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and the zombie bugs.
That was really cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. Sorry, Mahler, but I really like that.
Well, yeah, I agree with pretty much all of that. And even that intro, like they leave it open that there's plenty of reasons why this stuff might evolve and why it might get to the point. And, you know, and that like foreboding fear of like, wait, so we're just fucked if it happens. And they're just like, well, you know, and then it's like, which is, I was talking to the guys about it. It's like, it must be weird because if you watch this with zero context for anything to do with The Last of Us, I suppose that is a good tone setter, right? Like you set up all of this, basically they're gonna fungus that could evolve and control people to do horrifying things or whatever. Anyway, now off to like father and daughter doing chill stuff. You're just like, why would you have that at the beginning unless and then you have that bit with the grandma, and I was just like, man, that's nice and creepy. What the fuck was that? And then of course when she comes back to the house later and the seat is empty as she enters, and you're just like, there's plenty of stuff in there that's just been done to like some normal or okay degree that I was just like, you know what? Thumbs up. I can easily enjoy this.
Yep, a little homage to Exorcist 3, by the way. If anybody watched Exorcist 3, which is fantastic, great movie.
I don't remember
with grandma in the background doing weird stuff. Old ladies, that's
when she was all like,
shit. When she's all
like, yeah,
like having stroking out.
Yeah.
Well, I would say to that first bit.
Thanks, babe.
As somebody Mauler's played it, you've completed the game. I've completed the game multiple times, 2 or 3 times. But
you did? Okay. Sorry to interrupt. I was talking to my wife on the show.
I found the first bit in the studio. Whatever, fine. You know, I got no real opinion on that either way. It was nice to see John Hannah.
Yeah, John Hannah.
Yeah. And it just made me a little bit sad because I was like, oh, we're not going to see him again, and he's a really good actor. Never mind.
Yes, he is.
So I was a little bit gutted about that. That's just by the by. The beginning bit I thought was completely unnecessary. I don't think it really added anything. The bit with the grandma and that, we've seen that so many times in different movies. It felt, I mean, with Morley, you kind of know what I'm going to say in a couple of things because we've had this discussion in private. But we've seen this before in different movies, so I don't think it was anything new. It didn't bring anything, different, fleshed out to the beginning. Because the way that the game opens with just a little bit of Sarah walking around the house, kind of like, "Where's Dad? You know, why is all this commotion going on?" And then literally just having Joel burst in and like, "We're fucking out of here."
Yeah.
And then everything just hits the fan. And when the show syncs up with that, it's good. It's a really good bit when they're going through the town and the plane's crashing and everyone's going, completely fucking mental. That is,
that was
pretty
great.
much how they did it in the game, and that was very well done.
Agreed.
And all the way, it's quite funny because I got a comment on my video yesterday saying, Sarah died in the show exactly how she died in the games. I don't know why you don't like it. And I put, and I didn't reply to it. But the thing is, if you'd watched the video, because you can tell when somebody doesn't watch your video, they just come in with a predetermined comment. That's one of the things I actually praised about the episode, because I gave it a 5. I think it was just mid show. But that bit was actually good. Why was it good? Because it actually married to the game. What's the problem with this, though? The game's always going to do it better, because the game's always going to have the original characters that you fell in love with that made you care about the situation, not Bella fucking Ramsey, who, by the way, we'll get to it later, is atrocious in the little bit that she's in this episode. And
I think both main actors are atrocious.
Well, I don't think Pedro Pascal's a terrible actor at all. I think he's a good actor, but there's no range with him on this yet.
No, there's no range at all.
He's just accepting orders from Tess throughout. But it's just like you're mimicking something which people like, and this is the problem when you translate video games to film, because a video game, especially a narrative-based video game, will always do it better because it did it originally and it did it first. I don't think there's going to be any time in this series, and if I'm proven wrong, I'll say so. But I don't think there's really going to be any time in this series where we're going to go, well, the show did it better than the game did. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest things that the show is going to come up against. But that opening segment, when it married with the game, that was a nice piece. It looked pretty much the same. Then we go off into,
I think what they wanted to do.
Cuckland.
I think what they wanted to do with the slow paced start at the beginning was to kind of like set up for people who haven't played the game, like to give you the initial kind of like, oh, this is how normal the world was, and this is the character of the girl.
But we know how normal the world is because we live in a normal world.
But they wanted the normies that haven't played the game to form an emotional connection to the daughter.
I didn't play the game, never going to play the game.
But I did, and I have the same enjoyment.
But I had
of
a
it as
connection. I had a connection, and I was gutted when Sarah was killed at the beginning of the game.
I was too.
15 minutes of her walking around, not really doing much, to go, I connect more with this girl. No, the situation in the beginning of the game, because it seemed predominantly from Sarah's perspective, just completely throws you out. You're discombobulated at the beginning. The game doesn't allow you to get a footing. It doesn't allow you to like be comfortable and safe like this beginning. I'm going comfortable, safe. This is Sarah. This is a neighbor. This is going to get him a birthday present. No, it throws you off immediately. So you're on the back foot. All this shit's going on in the car. Sarah's like panicking.
It felt like this one is being spoon fed to the audience versus like, okay, let's start. Like, you know, and I think it would have been better if they had gone from the mycelium thing, like the very slow pace, kind of like, okay, this is the setup of the show, into like, bam, let's go. Like, this is it. Here's a zombie, like whatever it's happening. This is the moment. And then you go into it because it gives you that like the boost that you need. But then when you get to a certain point in the show too, that like it slows down again in the middle, like after, like I said, like because it jumps right 20 years later. So then it slows down to a crawl almost. I had to check the clock like several times. Like at the beginning, I was like, we're 20 minutes into this and the zombie apocalypse still hasn't started. Like how long is this?
By the way, Jack, I gave the show 5 out of 10. I didn't say anywhere in my review that I hated it. So your comment is actually a pre-made comment on wanting to say what you had to say. Clearly you didn't watch my video. Clearly you didn't watch my review, and you just outed yourself. But you keep going on with that, Sunshine.
If I can, all right?
Yes.
I would like to offer a possible other vision. First of all, I am fine when you make changes depending on what they are. This opens with their like the cameras fixed on the daughter, and we get the breakfast scene, right? I would argue that what they're doing, especially for anybody who hasn't played the game, is setting up that she is going to be the protagonist. And they do that right up until she's dead.
They wanted to do like the Ned Stark thing, right? Like she's going to be a main character, but no, she's not.
The whole episode
Ned Stark was a main character.
Well,
yeah, but what I'm saying is it was her POV right up until she dies. That's
right.
Which I think is a pretty interesting choice to make. I find that quite gripping, especially We get a normal day in the life at school, and the fact that she goes and fixes the watch, she gets it done herself. She gets to meet with the neighbors, who that's going to pay off later when she sees what happens to them later. I actually think it was done pretty quickly. I don't mind that in a 10-episode TV show, it takes 20 minutes before the apocalypse starts. That's fine.
And I know we've said this to each other before, but this is a game with a playtime of approximately 13 odd hours.
Yeah.
And that just threw us straight in. And these are different, obviously. These are different perspectives. These are different opinions. I just thought it got off to a slow start when the start could have been pretty electric. Could have been pretty like, here's a talk show. We're talking about the fungi. We're talking about how it affects you. 20 years later, and then, Sarah wakes up. It's nighttime. You can hear maybe sirens going on. She's sort of, what's going on? Where's Dad? You don't see pictures of her or Pedro Pascal, because when he comes bursting in, you want to be like, oh, so he's the dad of this girl. I just think it could have been a more impactful start. I found that I was kind of zoning out with this not a lot of stuff happening, and the stuff that we're seeing was kind of cliched. Joel can't look after himself. She's the one that makes breakfast. He can't get his watch fixed for some reason. She's the one that has to go and do it. It's just like, I don't think that added anything to the character or anything.
Well, the watch thing did, because they kind of came back to it later on. They were like, oh, she gave him the watch as a birthday gift or whatever, and he still had it on. And then, Ellie was like, your watch's broken, and we know why he kept it on, because she gave it to him, his daughter gave it to him. So there was there was a bit of payoff, but again, you didn't need to show her in school for that to happen. You could have had the birthday gathering or whatever, it just made it a little bit shorter. I think it would have been better, have the birthday gathering with the father, because you want to show them together and set up, establish that they had a really good relationship, that he loved his daughter, whatever. But it's just to go on and on, drag it out,
can't we establish that a father loves his daughter?
I mean,
period. By default, a father would love his daughter. Or are we so jaded with broken families?
What's wrong with that? There's nothing. I really like it. I think it's really neat that they added in.
Okay, so do you have any criticism on how the game does it?
These are two definitively different paths. I don't think there's only one way to do it.
Okay, so you're okay with the second one. I think the first one makes the show drag, and it doesn't allow the show to get kick-started, because it slows down after the apocalypse again.
Question: what do you think if they had it done in a way of they do the fast-paced thing and then they come back to the slow pace in flashbacks and show that the relationship and flashbacks, so that he's remembering his daughter?
I think that's too cheap. I think you need to get that away in a TV show up front. And as somebody who didn't play the game, don't notice the difference. So I was fine with it. I was absolutely fine with the first part of this show.
Okay.
As I talked about it on my nooner yesterday, I watched an hour and 5 minutes of it before I started my nooner, so I didn't watch the last 20 minutes. And I was fine how it started.
The school portion takes 20 seconds, and all they do in it is show you a world, which, by the way, I thought it was neat that we saw the Bush poster. It's just the set in the sort of era, but also you can see her.
Pay attention to that.
There's a kid who's shining a light on her at first, or at least you might think that, and then she looks up and they're just fidgeting with their hand. And I think that the idea there is that she's spotting, as the day goes on, strange little things about the world, and it's because everybody's about to fall prey to the border steps, right? That's fine with me. It's absolutely.
Yeah, there was a bunch of she's listening to the radio in the background.
Yeah, there's you can, something's wrong in Jakarta.
Yeah,
and 3 jets fly over. I like that shit. I thought it was good. I thought it set up a tension that you're seeing it from one person's perspective. She gets kicked out of the shop. At 3:00 in the afternoon, they don't say anything. They're just like, you need to go home now. And I think that's how a lot of it would go down. A lot of people would be every man for himself, just think it would. And I was fine with it. What I started to have a problem with is I think the episode was too long. So I liked it. I liked it. But it was 15 minutes too long. I didn't need that shit at the end. It really started dragging at the end. And what's her name who plays Ellie? What's her name again?
Bella Ramsey.
Bella
Bella
Ramsey.
Yeah, she's not very good.
No. I just thought it's stuff we'd seen before. We've seen it all before on The Walking Dead.
Also, the BIPOC casting.
All those stuff.
The problem I have is like fundamental. Like, okay, I like how they tell us where the zombies came from. I hated fucking Walking Dead for never fucking telling us where the fucking zombies came from. I never got over that. I'm like, fuck this show, because what happened with the comic and the show, and I dipped out of the comic at issue 75. I hung in there long time, but I'm like, oh, it's just a bunch of people being fucking horrible to each other, and now I want the zombies to eat everybody.
Yeah,
I agree. I like.
That's exactly where I got.
I agree, though. I like when they give you the reason. Like I like being told why this is happening. So I like that they did that.
Make it part of the, like, that's your big revelation when you end it, because Kirkman always said, I'm going to end The Walking Dead. Make that your big revelation, and it wasn't there.
I also didn't like the performances, and again, something that took me out of it. And again, maybe it's because I played the game, but I don't like the BIPOC casting. It felt kind of like really just, oh, this is a casting that had to be done for the checklist. It just didn't feel organic to me. There was no mention of the mother.
Well, here's the problem that we're all going to have to deal with. For one, this is straight up girl is the key to everything shit. That's all it is. And Joel was surrounded by women at one point. I'm like, oh, I started rolling my eyes on like, okay, we're like at the end of the episode, he's like the only dude there, and he's like told to stand back and whatever. And like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
But
Tess is calling the shots.
Last of Us 2, Last of Us Part 2 is coming.
Yes,
it's coming.
Yeah,
they're gonna fucking kill Joel with a 5-iron.
Well, like, and this show will be infected, for lack of a better term. It ain't gonna get away with it. And I actually, Pedro Pascal, like sometimes people don't remember quite, but when he came out and did Oberyn, that was just great. Yeah,
he was great in that.
He has since pissed off everyone, right? And so it can be difficult sometimes to be like, yeah, no, I think he's good. He is good. I try to keep everything separated,
apart from Bella Ramsey, who was terrible. I thought the acting was good for the most part. It was good for the most part.
I thought he was too flat. Like he was. I wanted more emoting.
Well, that's because it's a different character. This isn't Joel from the games. This is a different Joel. They've said so themselves. They've said that they cast Pedro Pascal because they wanted a softer version of Joel.
And they got a softer. He is softer. Have you listened to Pedro Pascal's interviews ever?
Yeah.
Have you ever listened to his real voice?
No.
He's very LA hipster. He's very LA hipster.
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we did get him beating the soldier to death, pretty much. That was something.
Yeah. I thought that scene was good. I just thought they could have cut out 10 minutes of the episode for me.
But the only reason why he did that was his own
towards the end.
It's the only time he acted on his own. That's only because he had a flashback to the death of Sarah.
That's good though. I think
I thought that was good. Yeah,
that was the best
somebody
part.
Up too on that. Yeah.
But other than that, he just takes orders from Tess. He takes orders from Tess. Takes orders.
Oh, Fringe Girl, is that Tess?
Yeah, Fringe Girl, which I like. I like her.
Yeah, I think she's all right.
Well, I actually thought, I'm sorry, okay, but I thought that I quite liked that when she was captured by Robert and when she gets hit with this guy with the soldier, she immediately gets into clever negotiator sort of personality. Like, oh, come on, we all know what happens here. You do this, and then we leave. When in reality, she knows as well as we do, I am inches away from being shot to death right now, which I quite liked as a characteristic. Like when Robert's trying to explain, like, well, my guy's roughed you up. You have a friend that's going to come after me. Like, he's implying like, I'm going to have to kill you. And then she's like, you don't have to do anything. We'll let it go. It's fine. I got stuff to do, man. Can I please let me get, like, I was like,
I won't tell. Fun. Yeah, I won't tell. I'll tell him I got jumped, Yeah, that was good. I didn't mind that. I didn't mind her in general. I just thought, spoiler alert, in the game, it's a little different with her. So, now that they've cast her, though, I feel like because she's a prominent actress, I feel like they're going to drag out the test thing for a while. I mean, how many episodes is it supposed to be? 8? 10?
This is 10 episodes. IMDb has her down for 5, even though she's killed in the games really early.
Yeah, like really
was,
early in the game.
Yeah,
Is it
Friggy and I we were watching it. Friggy was like, "So, I guess we're only gonna have like another half episode with her," and I was like, I don't
Well,
think
yeah,
so.
I mean, if this is going to follow the path of the games where the first episode ended,
Yeah,
we've got half an episode of Tess left before she gets killed.
Mm-hmm. Maybe even more.
But if IMDb is correct, and we've got 4 episodes of more of Tess, then that's going to substantially change the character.
it will. And
What we do know is episode 3 is going to be a Bob flashback episode. So we're
Well, then,
gonna.
is it
So I don't know
possible-
what they're going to do with that.
it's possible she dies on time. It's just that we have flashbacks with her in.
Possibly.
Oh,
yeah.
you know what? They might show like how they met and stuff.
Because
Maybe.
we know Riley's in it, so we know there's going to be Ellie flashbacks.
Does the game flashback like this?
No,
Not really, no.
Yeah,
No.
that's gonna get fucking annoying.
there's no flashbacks in the game. The
Like,
only
there's like
flashback
one?
in the game isn't a flashback; it's the DLC, which just shows Ellie and Riley before Ellie is.
So it's gonna take the game
Captured by the
stuff and
Fireflies.
stretch it out with fleshing in characters that end up dying
Mm-hmm.
Probably
relatively fast.
we could be having flashbacks. Tess could die in half an hour next episode, and then we get flashbacks to Joel thinking about Tess and their relationship or whatever.
Yeah,
they
because
ha-
I mean, he must have like, you know, because they were kind of like married in this, right? So they're like, they have to. I would think that they're planning on showing how they met, how she saved him at some point, and you know, he
was
I
her
think-
little
fell in love
spoon.
with
Yeah.
her.
I think this show was like really well put together, though. I thought
It
that
looked
well
good.
directed. It
Mhm.
looked good. It
Editing
was edited
wise,
pretty well.
yeah.
Again, still some little. I think it was a little bloated in the beginning. That would be my only complaint. Pedro was fine. I think he's overrated as an actor, but I think he was fine. I think it was fine. I think Ellie was the only one I was like towards it because again, I did not see the last part. That's mostly Ellie, and I'm like, ooh, well, maybe this was her first episode. You know, maybe she gets better.
It's hard to say for me, but like she versus the game, when the both of them say like motherfucker with the girl in the game, I'm like, man, she's got quite a bit of spine, this one. Well, with the show, I was like,
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah, in the Mark Cyborg in the chat just saw in the game, it's ambiguous. It's hinted at that Joel and Tess have had a thing, probably over, but at some point they've hooked up. But in the game, it was very clear just to say that
Dude,
they've
you're
hooked
hooking up in the apocalypse. Why not?
why not?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's a different. It's in the game. It's ambiguous. In the show, it's fact.
Mhm, they're together. Yeah.
What's up, Mark?
Mark.
Mark Cyborg.
Mork.
Nanu.
Yeah, the weird part is that I kind of wish it was worse because we know it's heading towards Abby and what's going to happen to
Yeah,
Joel.
I think it's gonna get worse.
And I feel like I wish it had started really, really bad so that you can be like, well, this show's going to be
Okay.
shit anyway. But
I got
now,
a question. When does Joel get killed? Second season?
Second,
Yeah.
Season 2? Midway through season
No.
2?
No,
I think they're going to do the Ned
episode
Stark thing,
2,
man.
Episode 1, season 2.
Episode 1 or 2?
I could believe season 2, episode 1. I could believe that. Yeah.
Really? I think season 1, episode 10.
Okay, so then this is Westworld.
I don't think they're gonna. I think season 1 will go as far as the first game does. It'll end.
Well, like,
the same
where do
way,
you, like,
probably.
I mean, that's
Where
what
do
they've
you
said. They
go?
said the season 1 is the first game. That's what they've said.
They can,
and they
of
said
course,
they're not going to pull
we-
a Game of Thrones and go past the source material. Well, you ain't got none after the
I was
second
gonna
game.
say that. Well, to be fair, you could probably make fucking 30 hours of how long ass the.
You can
Last
make
of
2
Us 2 is.
seasons out of the first game, I think. I think you could.
Oh, I'm saying the second one they could make like fucking 10 seasons out of. That thing was bloated as hell, and they could bloat it further if they wanted to. But
but
could've
nobody's
done-
going to give a fuck about it once
No, of course.
Pedro Pascal's gone. Like,
no, yeah, I think that's
That's your
actually
hook.
true. If they actually manage to even get a modicum of the sort of beloved nature of Joel from the game into him and this character, once you get rid of him, you better give us a fucking reason to continue, because what is there at
Right.
that point?
Abby better be the most charming.
And that's the thing about season
Yellow
2
Flash?
though is how terribly Cuckman wanted to portray Abby in the first part of the second game, because he wanted to turn it on its head and be like, now that you're playing Abby, by the end of it, you're gonna be in love with her. And he's just like, no, kill the fucking bitch.
Jennifer Lawrence will be Abby.
Kill the bitch. And if Ellie dies in the process as well, it's all good.
I thought it was going to be Elliot Page.
John Cena as Abby. There you go.
Elliot Page is going to be Abby. I bet you.
I don't know what they're going to do with. Abby as a character it's just a joke in the game, because when her dad's helping the zebra, she's like a regular 19-year-old girl, regular frame, the lot, and then dad gets killed, by Joel. How many years later? Is it like 3-4 years later? Suddenly
she
she's like
steroids in the apocalypse.
She finds steroids
A
or
regular
HRT
regiment of steroids and hormones in the apocalypse.
And there's one
game.
when she's walking out of the base in season 2, you just see this gym. You see this gym as if Cuckman's just saying, "Hey, she works out." How many? She'd be stopping every 10 minutes for a fucking meal to pack in the calories to maintain that fucking body. It'd be ridiculous.
Somebody said Joel will identify as Abby.
I was trying to remember where I know Tess from, the actress, because you guys are saying like she's got some level of fame. It's like, I don't know her from one thing. It's Mindhunter. Any of you guys watch that?
Yeah, I watched that. It's great.
Yeah, because I was just like, fuck, I do know her face, but I can't think there's got to be one
She's
thing.
in Fringe.
She's
isn't
from
it?
Fringe.
Isn't that Tess?
I never
Yep.
saw Fringe.
Oh, Fringe
Fringe
was
is
okay.
good, Mahler. I
It's
like
like
it.
the one Jar Jar Abrams thing that was okay.
Yep.
Very
I
much a
agree.
rip off of X-Files, but
Pretty much, but
Yeah.
still, it was good.
I think
And it had a good ending too.
I think we're still gonna get I think we're gonna get Sarah flashbacks as well. I think they're gonna try and do more with Sarah.
I thought
Really?
she was a better actress than the
She was
one who
good.
played
She
Ellie.
was good.
I thought she was really good.
I thought
Yeah.
she was better than Ellie, but I still didn't like her casting because I was like, it felt checklisty.
It was checklisty. That's why it felt that way.
Yeah.
So it was
Joel Miller. Joel Miller is played by Pedro.
Jose Miller.
Jose Miller. Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't feel the casting a lot. Tess was all right though. I like her.
It's probably worth mentioning because some people are saying like, "Wow, praising this already," and it's only one episode. And it's like that's specifically what we're trying to praise is the one.
Wow,
episode.
because I've seen people going, "Wow, slagging off," and there's only one episode. It's like
That's the thing. It's like what everyone's realized. Like we're just talking
I can't
about the
be
first episode.
just-
By
Yes.
the time there's even 4 episodes, it might be an entirely different picture.
I could totally see this turning into a woke disaster. All the pieces
Probably
are in
next
place.
episode.
I would be a little surprised if it didn't. And we know there's Last of Us Part 2, so it will. I mean, like,
yeah.
they're
But
not
it's
going to
heading-
change it.
it's heading toward
Druckmann
a
loves
cliff.
Last of Us Part 2. He fucking loves it. He loves it more than he likes the first one. He's a
Of course
little
he
ashamed
does.
of the first one
He
because
will-
Anita Sarkeesian told him of his internalized misogyny.
He won't just
Oh
double
my
down. He will
God.
triple down on that shit. He'll make a Last of Us 2 movie and TV show and animated series. He'll keep an audiobook.
And somebody had to remind me in the chat yesterday that it wasn't Druckmann who wrote the first one. It was that woman who left.
Amy Hennig.
Yes. Sorry,
Well,
I forgot her name.
It's Cuckman is claiming that he solely wrote the first game.
Mm.
Which he did not.
He's claiming he solely wrote the first game.
But then after Amy Hennig left,
Hennig. Was
after she
was
left.
pushed out the door basically.
Because some people say like they have to change how Joel dies, right? It's like I don't know. I don't
I don't think they
know.
will.
I don't
No,
think they
no.
will.
No, I think they're full on thinking that's their Ned Stark moment. They
Yeah.
absolutely are.
But it's a Last Jedi Luke Skywalker moment. That's what it is.
Yes,
like
it
you need
is.
to-
Yes,
it's
it
rare you get a
is.
chance to tell the story again. And if they manage to get good faith with this first season, you need to not fucking flush that down the toilet. Like, but I don't know if they'll learn anything. I mean, The Last of Us 2's backlash was insane. I was gonna say, as didn't tell us what our opinions were
you should
supposed
hear
to
what
be
Jane
before we
Theory's got to say about it. Fucking hell, she
She really didn't like it.
She did not like it.
I heard
No.
what she said about it because I watched.
I watched your video.
I have heard many
video.
different opinions. And
I
think it's
watch your
neat-
fucking videos. Live stream. I mean, it's a long live stream, Gary. I'm busy as well.
I think it's neat that we've got a whole bunch of different opinions on this one.
I know.
do
Look,
too.
and we're also lined up as well.
I know. Wait, the reason I actually
We need a verses in the
I need
middle.
a
That's what
verses
we
in the
need.
middle. Yes.
the reason I actually got interested was
Fight.
because of Jeremy D-Day Cobra's tweet, because he was like, I liked it. And I was like, wow, he of all people. But
He
'cause
wears
was like, I
Crocs.
liked it.
He liked it. Yeah, I saw Yellow Flash liked it.
Yellow Flash liked it too? Okay.
But I got to be honest. I got to give my honest opinion. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't, do some confirmation bias for some people, but that's not why I'm here. Look, I'm the heel on the babyface. I'm going to give you my honest opinion, whether you agree or disagree. I just thought this show was one heck of a lot of bloat. This first episode.
I think it could have been much worse, but
It could have been much worse, but that's why I guess a 5 out of 10. That's what a 5 out of 10 is. It's mid.
It was
You
mid. I
know,
agree.
7 out of 10 isn't mid. 7 out of 10 is good.
I agree. It was good
We've
for me.
grown up in the age of IGN, where if they didn't like it, they give it a 7 out of 10 to save face with the company. But no, there's stuff that I liked about it. Like I said, I liked it when they married it up with the games, and the scenes kind of went along with the games. That was good. I thought the acting, for the most part, apart from Bella Ramsey, I thought was terrible, was good. I liked the actress of Sarah. I thought she was a good actress. I think she's got a bright future ahead of her, judging by her performance there. I liked the world. I thought the world looked good. It's a believable world, and I thought it was well directed, but I just thought there was too much where I was just like, I'm just zoning out. I'm zoning out here. It's just too much bloat. This is an hour and 20 minutes. This episode should have been an hour tops. You could have easily got rid of 20 minutes out of this, made it tighter. But there's no secret, about my feelings about Naughty Dog, and they try to shut my channel down, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, fuck no.
But I am trying to go in this with as open mind as I can. But I know, it's like, we all know all roads lead to Jake Skywalker. And with The Last of Us,
We know where it goes.
all roads lead to Abby. And that's the big thing. And it's just like, the first game was great. I loved the first game. I think it's one of the best games of all time. It's certainly within my top 10 best games of all time. And I'm just, and so it would be very difficult to fuck this up. The only way that you're going to fuck this up is if you do stray too far and you do try and do too much with what is already an excellent story. And because the story is really, in the game, built around the development of the relationship between Ellie and Joel, and the way that people like Cuckman now perceive the family and man and white man bad and all this shit, I fear for the development of that relationship. And I do fear that they are going to villainize Joel by the end of this season. So when he does get clubbed to death at the beginning of season 2 by fucking Big Papa Pump Abby, that Cuckman is going to hope that normies are going to be like, we understand. So I just, there's a lot. We still got to watch a lot. There's, these are things which have yet to come to pass, but we'll find out.
Like it was obvious to even somebody who had not played the game, they dispatched Joel for political reasons and subversion, and that's it. Like, because the whole first game was based on, as you said, their relationship, and you were looking for Joel's redemption arc. That's part of the reason why you were following this character. It would have been much better to have them separated, and they have to, like, in the second game, and they have to reconnect at the end. Maybe he gets fucked up a little bit. Maybe we find out a little thing, but it's part of his redemption arc. No, they just unceremoniously dispatch him, your main character that you connected with during this entire video game, right?
It's one of the worst decisions in all of storytelling. It's
Terrible. And then you want to follow the person who killed him.
Yeah, because Cuckman thought he was clever. He thought he would make you like Abby by the end of the game. Nobody fucking liked it.
Not even kidding, guys. Fucking Arcade does this. That's the storyline. You follow a person who does something horrible to a very beloved character near the beginning, and then you feel for them by the end. But obviously, this is what I'm saying. It's like you can actually pull it off, but wow, have her kill. And it's not just that she kills Joel. You guys remember that scene? My God, it is like
they're all horrible. All the people around are just
horrible. Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. And then when he's dead and fucking Poncho Pete goes and spits on his body, just like, I'm going to fucking cut your fucking head off, mate. I didn't. He got his head blown off. It was still very satisfying.
It's just there because like, and you just have to watch Ellie screaming and crying as she watches it happen. You're just like, why? What is the? Sometimes you do wonder. You're like, you guys okay up there at Naughty Dog? Like, you really want to? Like...
Well, I mean, we know for a fact. We know for a fact that a lot of the people working on the game raised a lot of concerns over what they were doing there, and Cuckman didn't want to listen. And I think that's the big reason why the game got linked. Internally got linked because people were pissed. A lot of people were not happy with the way the game was going and the story. And I think somebody there decided, you know what? I'm gonna leak this and give people pre-fucking warning. Because season 2 is gonna be a clusterfuck of a fucking trans-utopia fucking Seattle.
Isn't that like that now?
With gay pothead fucking Ellie going after Big Papa Pump. What the fuck Abby is, don't quite know.
So it's going to turn into San Francisco.
Oh, Seattle's progressive enough. I think that's a fucked up enough place as is.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the to the end of this show.
Come on, you turn it around. Say something positive.
But I've had all these worries about what's going to happen, and I am cynical enough. I think that it may very well be that this is the best episode we're going to get. This is as best. This is as good as it'll get. So like, yeah. I think at this point I'll reserve further judgment for further episodes. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because now it's just going to be wandering and occasionally running into a zombie with people being horrible to each other. How is that different thematically than Walking Dead?
That's my kind of thought right now. Whereas the game is very different because of the way that it's focused on the budding relationship. Very, very different. So if they pull that off, we could get some good episodes. But if we're gonna be, and what it sounds like, gonna be relying on a flashback trope for a lot of the series, a little bit here, flashback, a little bit here, flashback, that could completely disrupt the development of the relationship.
Well, and that's the other thing too, right? Because they have Tess there now, it's gonna change maybe it's gonna make it that Ellie forms a relationship with Tess more so than Joel, and then Tess dies, and then they have to kind of like, then they'll form that relationship because they both lost her, and then they'll bond over their loss and their mourning. I'm not quite sure where they're going to go with it, but the fact that Tess is still alive, that's already just it makes it completely different for the future episodes. I don't know how far it's going to go though. So it'll be interesting to see.
What have they done to Evangeline Lilly?
Cut her hair off.
They cut her hair.
God, you got to see this. Hang on. It's just a picture. I'll share it.
They uglified her because she.
I got it.
Was based.
I got it. Yeah. Well, not. I got to make sure I'm not showing my message.
Was it like an Ant-Man thing or?
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence is going to be Abby. See that happen.
Share that. What the fuck? What have they?
Has she had like really bad plastic surgery?
Can you go full screen on that?
Or she got mumps or something? Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be just be terrible lighting.
I think it's just bad style advice. Like,
Yeah,
real
man.
bad
Why is she
style
wearing
advice.
a fucking man's lesbian suit? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Well, no,
like-
it's non-binary. It's just so in
A
right
man's
now.
lesbian suit.
Yeah. And yet somebody out there will make sense of that.
You know what that meant.
I'm a non-binary lesbian. How does that work? How does that work? I don't know the rules anymore.
What is she wearing? She's
Paul
wearing
Rudd
a
looks
fucking
great.
polka dot fucking tie. Okay,
Considering
Fuck
Paul
me.
Rudd's like 52 or something,
Hey, yeah,
he
like a
looks
year
fucking
younger than me.
fantastic, man.
He looks
He
great.
looks way better than her.
Yeah.
God damn, they ruined that woman.
Yeah. She was like hot.
She was
She
super
could play
hot.
She
Abby.
still would be if she had longer hair.
She's gonna
She's
be
gonna
playing
play
Abby.
Abby. There you go.
Oh.
Oh my.
God, in Endgame, holy fuck, she looked fine. Ooh, yes, please. He, him, they, them.
That's just
He,
sad.
him, they, them. Right, let's smack through some more supery duperies, and then we'll whap. We'll whap up.
That sounds super.
Well, wow.
We'll whap up.
Whap it.
King's
About 38
Advisor.
seconds.
That's all I got in my tank.
Leo.
I don't aim to change. Don't try and change me, ladies.
Did you see that? Did you see that tweet by Jay Longbone when she was like, "I lasted 39 seconds in The Last of Us," and I was like, 1 second longer than Az. Ew! Come on, that was funny. Come on, come on. Thank you, thank you.
That was sympathy.
That was kicking. King's Advisor with a $5. Hello, loving all the videos lately. Want to plug our channel and say love to see more of Gary playing The Witcher. Oh, she's gone. She's gone now. Okay, she's gone.
Yeah, Gary.
So there's going to be a Whoniverse.
What?
They are doing they're gonna do a Doctor Whoniverse.
Oh,
There's a
Dr.
picture of
Honeverse? Oh, okay. No.
Shuri Gatwa standing in front of the home of the Whoniverse picture.
Oh.
Oh boy. All right, we'll see.
well, remember, Gary, that's fine. That makes sense because the universe there is, Gary, is destroyed. Remember?
It is.
Oh no!
And they never put it together.
They forgot. Oh no! Sorry, they forgot. My bad. Scott McKenzie's been a bard for 4 months. Thank you, Scott. Mega reacts with the $2 is very cool. Thank you. Paddy P has become a bard member. Thank you. Ninja Kick the Damn Rabbit with a $5 says, Gary Az, what is your opinion on getting comics graded? I have some OG TMNTs, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm thinking about sending them in. I say do it if you want to.
Yeah.
If you're not going to read them, get them done. They're
Yeah.
good, Nick. Get them done. See, yeah. I'm
Good
okay
for
with that.
displaying. You can resell them later. Yeah.
Slabs are good, man. Slabs are good. Thomas Payne with a $10. Please consider inviting on Dr. Robert M. Price to your show. He's a huge comics fan and a scholar of religion and myth. Also, he was shunned by scholarly leftist YouTube like Myth Vision. Okay. No, I didn't understand any of that tweet, but okay, that's super okay. Thomas Payne again with the $5 says, do you think some of the old beloved films are woke because we are now hypersensitive / annoyed by it? I don't think of old films at all as woke.
No.
You know, because they weren't made from an ideological position where they are now.
I think it's just woke has become a trope. It's a trope.
Real
It's
bad.
cliche.
Peter DeRosa with a $10 says, Pete Nerd Debate. The question I posed today is both being Maya, do you think Sauron could have controlled the Balrog during the war? Or was the Balrog indifferent or too powerful for him, unlike Smaug?
No, that's for Gary, I guess. I don't know.
That was for Gary.
What? Oh, sorry. Say again. I was reading something.
Okay. Yes is the answer. Christophe Calavet with a £2 says Mauler. Check Francois Barringer Lovecraft books.
All right.
Grayson J with a $5 says Gary, will you fail to meet expectations more? Sorry, what? Not you. Gary, what will fail to meet expectations more?
Okay, Dad.
In 2023.
Share this meme.
Nina!
Just do it. This is for the super chat.
Gary, what will fail to meet expectations more in 2023? Indy 5 or the Padres? As can you rank National Treasure, Velma,
the Padres?
She-Hulk in order of quality? Padres. I don't know.
Padres. The Padres.
Is that baseball? Is that netball? Is that rounders? That's rounders.
No, the Padres will be fucking great. Indy 5. Oh God, that's gonna be tough. Or Shooty in Doctor Who. I have no expectations for him.
Well, don't you? I don't know. I would like that to be the biggest surprise. Would be.
I want everything to be a pleasant surprise. I want Indy to be a pleasant surprise. I want it all to be good. I think Indy will not. I think Indy will probably not be as horrible as we think, except for what's her fuck being in that movie.
Baby
the shit out of me.
I think it's gonna be bad.
But James Mangold's a good director. It's like, oh God, if they get to him, but it's a Lucasfilm, so yeah, I think Indy. And I am actually prepared to be disappointed by RTD's Doctor Who. I'm very prepared to be disappointed. I don't know about Shooty. He's just an actor, and it seems like he's going to be playing it straight.
Hey, that'll be new.
Yeah.
I would say in order of quality, which is not the word to use with these three shows.
The Padres are going to win the World Series.
Padres. Get it right, Gary. It's your fucking team. Get it right, fuck's sake. I would say National Treasure is the least offensive, then She-Hulk, then Velma. Velma is by far the most offensive thing I've ever watched in my fucking life.
Yes.
But maybe Blood Origin. Blood Origin and Velma could fight to the death.
I don't know, man. I thought fucking Velma was worse, if that's even possible.
Darth Gavel with a $5. The UK has arrested thousands of people for offensive speech. How dare they have... Ooh, how dare they? Chronicles with a £10. The Canadians also trying to cancel Shakespeare because he's a colonialist. But he wasn't even around when Britain had an empire.
When do you think we can cancel countries? Can we just do that? Get it
I think
over
we
done
do.
with?
I don't know. Everyone's kind of loving Ukraine. When I say everyone, I don't obviously mean everyone.
We cancel
But a lot of people are putting on a pedestal Ukraine, probably one of the most corrupt countries in the world.
Give me some of that Ukraine money.
Yep.
It's gonna happen. I bet Japan's gonna be the first country to be. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
You kicked Gary. Why?
Gary tried to close down his browser and he kicked himself out of the studio. Is that right, Gary?
I was reaching for my notepad and I hit escape.
Oh,
and I escaped.
You escaped,
well,
okay?
It does its job, eh?
It does.
Mr. Spencer with a 20 Canadian says, I'm a bit far behind the stream, but Mauler, longest coherent storyline in the TV series. Longest coherent storyline in a TV series.
Oh, are they asking what I think the answer to that is?
Answer.
Okay. We got a couple of contenders. Breaking Bad, probably. Better Call Saul, Babylon 5.
We got 7 minutes of the show left.
Never mind. You just
The Wire.
Yeah, probably. Sopranos, probably. Like shows is not even about favorites at that point, just ones that try and manage to maintain their integrity of storytelling. Like Yeah.
Gary,
Doctor Who.
no, you got a different question.
10th Doctor.
Okay. Gary, best unopened door in a feature film.
Best unopened door in a feature film. Unopened door?
Yeah.
I don't.
I have one for a TV show.
Think about it. As best breasts on a man in a feature film. Anna Nicole Smith, Naked Gun 3. None for Nina. Nina, I think you got away
Can
with
it be a
murder.
gate?
Sure.
That counts.
Okay, Blazing Saddles.
Boom.
There you go.
Ben Insider with a $5 says, after being called a slur for white people, my friend replied that he preferred saltine American. Right. Daryl Greer with a $2. Does BBC mean big British champion for Az's gains? That means bagging, boarding, and chatting, streaming.
Streaming.
I got dyslexia. Nick Machavina with a $10 says, if Vin Diesel were black, not going to finish that. Callum Callum, thank you for the super. Callum Lyle with a 10 Australian combined, because he did a 5 and retracted the message and did another with a message. Who will play? Can't say that. Abby, especially since Cuckman is turned on by these people. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Is that the best breasts on a male character?
No, Anna Nicole Smith in Naked Gun 3. Jesus Davila with a $1 fitty hot dog. Doctor Who 32 with a $10 says, most of the lefty woke are still going to buy Hogwarts Legacy. 100% right.
Yeah, and the game could end up being woke as hell, dude.
Yes. Oh, I think you can make a transgender character in it.
And then use unforgivable curses on them.
I don't even know what that means, but the name of the curses just says everything.
I know. It's
unforgivable curse.
The pain one, the mind control one, and the death one, right?
Wow.
That's it, Mahler.
I'm a Harry Potter. That's what they're called, right?
Yeah,
Potters. The famous
Potterhead. You're a pottyhead.
Pothead. Martino Simone, the suave Swiss with a 5 Swiss francs, says 95% of Az's audience is from Cheeseland. Green Bay. Harbinger with an £18 says, I'm looking to start collecting comic books and other merch. My preferences are the Conan orientated stuff. Where, in your opinion, would be the best place to start? Any site recommendations? Depends where you live. You're British. Well, I got a British donation, so I would say try Silver Acre Comics. Silver Acre Comics. They got a massive warehouse. Massive. Check it out. Massive catalog. James Moore with a $5. Chris Stuckman's best video was him talking about how he messed up growing up as a Jehovah's Witness. Okay. Jack has been a Bard member for 9 months. Andrew Clark with a $2 says, read my super chat to Mauler. He knows.
Oh, we went over them, yeah.
Okay. Ecstasy of Thinking with a 200 Norwegian says, people forget that the left loved JK before. When she gave them a gay Dumbledore, she even supported marriage between Dumbledore and Gandalf outside the Westboro Baptist Church. Wow. Real homophobic thinking. Okay. B. Buster with a $5 says, Mauler's stoic look throughout the stream is priceless. You don't flinch. Flinch. Kyle McCrory with a $10 says, looking to buy the Deadpool Spider-Man team-up volumes, but I don't want to use Amazon. Am I SOL, or is there
eBay.
another way? Yeah, to buy. Go on eBay. Edward Brown with a $10. Love y'all. And hail. Yeah, hail as well, maybe.
Damn. Oh, no.
Okay, that slipped out. Sorry.
Wow.
Nine.
Sorry, I was reading a Steve Bannon email at the same time. I couldn't multitask.
Speaking of Germans, Greta Thunberg got arrested by them.
She did.
And she's released now.
It
Love
was
you all
pretty
from
funny when they all
Virginia.
got stuck in the mud. But there's that one wizard guy who was walking. That was pretty fucking funny. I was laughing my ass off.
He says, love you all. Hail from Virginia. Pineapple pizza forever. Alipius with a $5 says, I saw a bottle of trans cleaner at the auto store. Transmission cleaner. Yeah.
Yeah. Transmission fluid.
Yeah. You just
You need to
throw
change
it
your transmission fluid once in a while.
With a 22-month sorcerer membership, as I, unlike others, know you are truly from the British Isles. Thank you. As such, it is upon you to take back James Corden. I'm a New Zealander. CD Stein 69 with a $5. Missed the beginning. I don't know if you talked about it already, but did you see Crowder's video today calling out supposed conservative contract?
Uh-oh. It's kind of like the Daily Wire.
Snuggles.
I'll watch it later.
Snuggle Struggle with a $5 says Potter fans have long desired living in the Potter world, and by their ignorant subservience to Fauci, they've gotten their wish, becoming mud blood. And then they cut it off. Pete Mac Movies with a £2 says Amazon has cancelled Jeremy Clarkson and Grand Tour. Yeah, we've discussed that earlier.
Well, they've canceled it in 2 years.
Cancel the contract. Yeah.
They've canceled the contract. They're going to continue. I mean, they could just cancel it. If they were serious about canceling it, they wouldn't air anymore. They just not. But he
might be contracted, but they might not make any.
Well, they're still, they said they're going to make 4 more specials.
All right. Okay, good. I'll take them. And then the boys will go off to Netflix. They'll go off to Netflix.
Then they'll go to Netflix. I mean, why wouldn't you pick them up? They are fucking great.
They make you money. So where are the capitalists anymore? Where
dude,
do they all go?
Dude, that is still some of the best television, period.
It's amazing.
That last special was so good. So good.
Hey, Morland, man, Amazon's Flash, mate. The Flash, they got a massive hit on their hands with Rings of Power. Ulfendin with a, I don't know, $5 says, I'm beginning to think the blue hairs don't know what the word fascist means. I absolutely believe they don't know what the word fascist means. Fascist to them means don't agree with me. Enoch Mamon with a $5 says, seen that guy say people could survive the explosion was the funniest thing I've seen in weeks. Thanks, Mauler. Hangry is angry with a $10 says, hell to everyone. Gary, if Randall Carlson is coming to Asheville, New York, New NC, I don't know.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Okay, I'm definitely getting a ticket and driving the 2.5 hours. Been watching all 4 of your videos and love your content.
Cheers. I'll see you there.
Chris Bingley with a $2 says, ignore me. I just did. Rob Crawford with a $5 says, Gary, love to hear you mention Murder by Death. An absolute classic, but so little known. Andrew Clark with a $5 says, gun nut doesn't notice his gun is stolen off his person. But that's okay because people who pickpockets exist. Does this blow your mind?
Yeah, that's a glass onion defense. Basically, the hyper right winger has a literal gun on his waist in front of him, and it gets pickpocketed to help do a murder later, and he never notices. And the response to that was, yeah, pickpockets exist.
Okay.
Real quick, as Murder by Death. I know you're a Columbo fan.
Yes.
You're a Columbo fan. Murder by Death. Murder by Death was written by Neil Simon, the playwright, stars Peter Falk as basically Columbo. Peter Sellers has Truman Capote, has Alec Guinness. It is fucking James Cromwell, David Niven. I mean,
Alec Guinness
Maggie
is a blind
Smith.
butler.
Yeah, it's the shit.
David Niven, yeah.
It's an absolute banger,
one of the
as you guys
funniest films you will see.
Yeah. I think I've seen it.
You got the blind butler and the deaf maid.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
It's been a long time.
I want to watch it today if I didn't have to record a video. But damn, the Cheap Detective is great. That's another Peter Falk movie. You should watch everything Peter Falk has since you're a big Columbo fan. Like Columbo's great. By the way, one of the greatest TV shows ever made.
Yes,
without a doubt.
100%.
Yeah. So yeah. Check out Cheap Detective too. That was
as is brute forcing these supers. We're on a time. We're on a time, and we're slightly over time, but we're on a time. So yeah, I'm brute forcing these with a crowbar. It knocked my mom with a $5. Another wokester category movie with the longest gay kiss that was cut for the Middle East. Ian so forth with a £20 says, I find the show Velma to be somewhat reminiscent of the 1867 poem Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold.
Oh my God.
Oh, Ian, that's that's all the bubbles. That's great. Eddie Brock with a €2.50 says, forget feeding the ducks, as is feeding the otters. Giggity giggity. Jake Wilson with a $5. I watched the trailer for Velma and decided to watch Mike Tyson Mysteries instead.
Yes.
Reality Quotient with a $5. It says best Doctor Who companion combo, classic or new. His is Tennant and Freema Agyeman. I should really say. I would say Tennant and Billy Piper.
That was mine.
I mean, all time of all of them. Sorry, what was that, Molly? Sorry,
it'd be Tennant and Tate.
Oh, if it's going all time, then Tom Baker and Sarah Jane.
Tom Baker, Sarah Jane.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the best of all time.
That was the best.
There's your best of all time, and there's your new Who best. How about that? Yellow Flash again. Hi, dude, with a $5 says, don't forget the entire Batwoman team was moved to Gotham Knights. They failed upwards into this show. It's going to be awful. I'm here for it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I'm going to do them on my own as well.
I'm
going to do them classic Batwoman style.
Well, you have to. This is your last chance, you know.
I don't want to kill Jane.
Wait, Batwoman's coming back in the Flash.
She's the main villain.
Aren't you going to review all of the Flash?
I'd rather fuck my own ass.
Put my ass in your asshole.
So yeah,
my ass in your asshole.
The Flash TV series. Yeah, Batwoman is the big bad.
What?
How is
She's playing Red Death? Another shitty creation of Scott Snyder.
How does that work? What's the storyline?
She's Batman if Batman, but Batwoman. So she's Batwoman if Batwoman got the Flash's powers in an alternative universe.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
This multiverses suck. They're terrible. They always end in shit in comic books. I mean, they'll like, if it's a fun crossover like Marvel versus DC, it'll be remembered, but mostly they're not, and it's just garbage.
And so they just threw something up, basically.
I didn't like Flashpoint. I know a lot of people liked it. I didn't.
You like it for not like it for the fundamental sort of.
As a longtime comic book reader, I'm just fucking over alternate. It's like can we just make the hero our hero for a year? Can we just not kill him or make him gay or put him in a multiverse or have a bad version? Can we just have the hero being a hero, please?
They don't know how to write.
You're asking a bit much there.
I'm asking a bit much, and that was happening a long time ago.
So, Silly Raccoon with a $5 says, "As don't mess with Gary. He's so old. He fought the Germans twice."
Twice.
Thoughts on fitness with Nige has been a bard for 9 months. Thank you. Shake your booty with a $5 says, "As will Jane Theory join you in watching Velma?" I don't think she would want to be honest with you. Peachy Keen with but we're going to be doing The Last of Us together. Peachy Keen 9, and I'm the one who's actually defending the show more than
9
with a 5 Canadian. No, does not like it one bit. Stockman was raised in the same cult as I was. It's really easy to go from one cult to another. I've seen so many go that way after escaping. Nicholas Cruz with
Kurt
a
Metzger was in
4-month
that cult
Witcher.
too.
Yeah, he was. So he still was
What?
Jehovah's Witness.
Is Kurt Metzger still He is a very liberal Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
They're also going to swap a few letters around in Ginger's name. Okay. Cameron with the $100 super says, so bored of modern films and shows. All they know how to do is race and gender swap and then use that as a shield against garbage writing. I could find better writing in my cat's litter box.
Mm-hmm.
Hatchet has been a bard for 6 months. Greg Burren with a $10 says, Mauler should check out the Agatha Christie movie And Then There Were None. It's with Charles Dance and Sam Neill. It ends a little wonky, in my opinion.
Good movie.
But I think we're in it for Mr. Dance. If you haven't seen the Peter Ustinov Poirot movies, you need to see them, dude.
Oh, yeah, man.
What are these? What?
If you haven't seen the Peter Ustinov Hercule Poirot movies, you need to see them.
Poirot.
They are incredible.
Okay. I have not seen those.
Poetero, right? That's Poetero.
Periot.
Yeah.
Hamlin Cardiac Center with a $5 says, I'd rather watch Nina as Batwoman battling Scarecrow Gary, Penguin Az, and Mauler Bane. Velma gave me, oh, fucking hell. Velma gave me cerebral palsy. Happy 9 years to my man, Nerd Waddick.
Yeah,
happy 9 years on YouTube, dude.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
Dude, whenever you do that stream, celebratory stream, I'm gonna tell you right now, buddy, I'm gonna be somewhere else.
I know you'll be streaming The Witcher 3.
I'll be streaming The Witcher, yeah.
With half of my my people.
Are you kidding me? Dude, when I'm playing the game and you come on as Yununa, everyone goes, hey everyone, Nuna's on. And then
That's so mean.
And he just, thanks guys. And then the viewer figures just go, oh.
Well, you want to know a quick
so
funny
good.
story?
Sure.
Quick funny story. So I said, hey, the Nooners are coming back on Monday. But then I'm like, shit, I'm in the middle of a video. And I put in my Discord, I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to record today. And X-Ray Girl didn't get the memo. And she's like, your live stream's live. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm doing a Nooner today.
Okay.
So
no.
Hey, no, it's my fault. It's my fault. And it was fun. But yeah, that one yesterday, I was like, oh shit. Okay, well, let's do it.
Oopsies.
That's a good
By the
one,
way,
too. I was in the chat.
That 12-hour Witcher stream that I did.
Yeah, 12
was
hours after ducking out early from Friday Night Heights, but I didn't notice.
You did?
Gary,
2.5 hours.
I'll go here. No.
I was late.
The show is meant to start at 9. I am always there on time. I am meant to go for 3 hours and then out.
Of live time. I don't care if we sit there and talk for 45 minutes.
If you start at fucking 11:55, I'm going in 5.
Part of the reason we're late is we talk to each other way too fucking much, and we can't jump in when Ryan's in the middle of one of his gamer words.
He does very long gamer.
Oh, no.
No. We just haven't seen each other all week, so we're all blah, 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 blah. We just don't shut up.
It's because people don't fucking turn up on time.
Well, there are some people who are a little tardy.
Do we change the time? Is the time of the show change? No, it's the same time every week. Why are you late then? You know when it starts.
Well, my favorite one was, is this the normal time? Yes, it has been the normal time to start since I announced it in our chat 2 months ago.
I refuse to stop whinging. Thank you.
Stop whinging.
Dude,
I like that word,
I
whinging.
left that stream.
I learned that from Doctor Who. I learned so many British phrases from Doctor Who and Douglas.
Didn't learn sniggering, did you? I
knew that one. I just don't say it.
Yeah, we don't. We
why.
were saying that they can take the sound out.
I have many strokes all the time, and I could just accidentally the N word will just come flying out of my mouth.
I went straight from that Friday Night Tights, dude, straight into bed, slept like a log for 8 hours, got up and was like, right, let's do this thing.
It's Quarter Black says it's part of the pre-warm-up show. We should just start putting that on the members for the members, maybe.
You
the warm-up
should.
show.
Yeah, you should. It'll be fun.
But
Was that the Saturday that you helped me?
We could start on time. We could. That's You know what? For one, I think one of our main motivations to start on time is apparently it supports white supremacy. So, did you see the latest TikTok video?
No.
It's on Twitter.
Punctuality, yeah.
Punctuality is systematically racist.
Is that why? Is that why they call it Black people time?
Said by some fucking lazy, fucking broke ass, jobless twat waffle.
With ADHD, she had to point out that she has ADHD as a disability, so she can get her Adderall.
Wow.
So is a lot junkie as well.
There's a bunch of people on Adderall now because it's really fucking easy to get. All you have to do is say I have ADHD, and then they give you a test, and then they give you a prescription.
How about you have a job?
What's that do?
I don't know.
It contributes to fucking society. Unlike these bums.
They're doing that through TikTok, though. They're saving the world.
My government is gonna give me money, so I
is
can.
That true?
What?
Faith Hope Simpson says Jeremy Renner is home from the hospital. I don't know.
With his leg, or did he have his leg taken off?
That's what I heard.
Presumably the leg is on if right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if listen, ask Mark. If you lose part of your leg, you can still act and do all kinds of shit. Ask Echo.
Oh, I'm sure he
I
can.
feel like he's gonna be an actual superhero now. He's gonna be like Cyborg.
I just mean that if he had the leg off, he'd probably be in hospital for longer.
Yeah,
so they're gonna whitewash
surgeries.
Cyborg.
It's multiple. It's Jeremy the Cyborg now.
Yes, he's a cyborg.
Moving on, released.
They said he's released.
Yeah, it is.
Abby Normie with a $5 says for gangster fish out of water. Don't forget Lily Hammer. Van Zant, the gangster is great.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Well, this is a gangster who is also in prison for 25 years. So, there's a couple of little normal woke things that you'll still roll your eyes at, but it's like a half a second, and then there's Stallone bitching about pronouns, which is great. Fantastic. One of my favorite scenes. Well, he's getting stoned in the back of a car, right? Because he extorts. It's funny. There is a weed dispensary. So the first thing he decides to do is extort him old school style. And then he gets a bunch of weed and he smokes with the guys extorting, and they're all like weed philosophizing, and it's pretty funny.
Oh, I gotta watch this, man.
Up with the pronouns and everything? It's so fucking good.
It kind of reminds me of like Cobra Kai. Like at first that people were like, oh, this is kind of woke because it's got like the teenagers that are super woke, blah, blah, blah. And then Johnny was like making fun of the pronouns and stuff like that. So people started really
it's kind of in that vein.
Yeah.
Silk Crayfish 766 for the €6 says, my problem with the opening is I found that they didn't add a lot of characterization for the time that they had. A lot of scenes felt like they went nowhere. Thor's World with a $10 says, love you all. So do I watch Last of Us or not? P.S. I think wait a few more episodes.
It is way too early to tell.
Way too early, yeah.
Kind of like where we were at in the first episode of House of the Dragon Mauler. We're like, okay, this wasn't awful, but there's no way in hell we can recommend it to people.
What would you give the first episode out of 10, Gary?
Me? 7 out of 10.
Morley?
7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I'd sell on the same thing. 7.
Nina?
6.
And I gave it a 5.
Maybe 5.
They're not terrible scores.
No.
Pause World with $10 says, oh, yeah. Thank you all for the advice yesterday on launching a channel. Video forthcoming from within the current industry bullshit. Mr. Tickle Trunk with a 2 Canadian. Stop arguing. You're hurting my echo chamber.
I know. The echo chamber.
I know. I love that fucking thing. Oh, nice one. Chat's going in here. 775 675 87 5.5 Yeah, so I mean, it's like between
Pretty
5 to
average.
7, really.
Yes.
Roughly
Yeah.
around 5 to 7
5 to
seems
7.
to be the mean. Frank gave it a 2, though. Frank did not like it.
Nope.
Tommy Reviews with a $5 says, would have preferred if Last of Us show was set in the game's universe with original characters. Thoughts?
What?
You mean like
So
closer
they
to the
want
source?
like a
mean-
show that is about different people, I guess, but in the Last of Us universe.
Oh, no.
Oh,
you.
no.
No.
Wouldn't like Cuckman. No.
Mm.
Dorian Stanley. I like Joel. And I like the relationship with Ellie. Well, I liked Ellie in The Last of Us 1. Not Last of Us 2. She's a fucking knobhead. But you know, that kind of went down the shitter. Dorian Stanley with a $2. Have you guys read Adrian's Undead Diary? No.
Mm.
No.
Real quick.
Replay. Yeah.
So Last of Us, the first game, people
Mhm.
played that over and over again, like right up until Last of Us 2 coming out. Probably still playing it to this day, right?
Yeah.
Last of Us 2, I mean, like, I'm asking this question. Are people still playing this game? Are people even talking about this game?
You
Or
probably
no?
have people still playing it, but like it's low.
It's like really, the interest is super low. Like,
I
it should
never
be.
played it, so I don't know.
There's like a niche group of people that send Cuckman their Ellie tattoos from The Last of Us Part 2, but that seems to be, I think it's got more interest, and I wouldn't say it's huge, but there's more interest in people cosplaying Ellie than there is playing the fucking game.
yeah. The more of they want the idea and attention of liking something rather than truly liking something. Fake fans.
Replay Depot with a £5 says, can't help but feel like I'm waiting for Joel to die so Tess can take Ellie going forward. Been burned so many times. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare.
They might.
Is there any chance they don't kill Joel
In The Last of Us, no, in
in
season
the
2?
TV series?
No.
See, I don't know.
No chance.
It's the only way that they would do that is if they had like, two neurons and they realize that Joel is the character that people are watching the show for.
The Last of Us 2 is
they would have to-
Cuckman's opus magnus.
Yeah, but they would have to basically retcon that, and they're not going to do that. Like, there's no way. But if they do, that'd be funny.
They got to be dreading that. Like, we signed the show, and they signed it before, right? Before Last
He's
of Us
dead.
2?
No.
Or was it after?
It was after. I'm pretty sure it was after.
And these are the people who did Chernobyl, right? So
Yeah.
that was a good show.
Oh, I never saw it.
Yeah.
He's dead. He's dead as Elvis on the toilet.
Okay. Well, then it's
Happy-
dead. This show is DOA
Oh, yeah.
on second season or whatever.
Oh, yeah. The Happy Plague Doctor with a $2 says, what does a dog with a hair lip say? Mark. Kyle McCrory with a $5 says, maybe they subvert expectations in season 2 is Fat Geralt's origin story. Also, fucking
That
love
would
the
be
guy.
good.
Oh my god.
Fucking best part of the game. Fucking
I love
everyone
Fat
loves
Geralt.
that part.
I'm hoping they bring him in.
Bruh.
R.I.P. Fat Geralt. By the way. Just wanna-
Fucking Eric July's reaction to that was so good. That video. I was like, that's classic YouTube right there.
That's the one. Is that the one who fell off his chair laughing?
Yeah. he was like,
I don't think I've seen that.
The Grizzly with a 1 month Bard membership. And then the Grizzly with a $20 says, I never got into The Last of Us despite being a big zombie fan and wanting more zombie stuff. I still feel bad for the fans of it getting Last Jedi'd by The Last of Us Part 2. I wish we'd get more good zombie movies and games.
I wish zombie movies would be fun again. They're
There's a
always like
couple Korean
grim and
ones.
dark and post-apocalyptic. I want to go back to like, Return of the Living Dead kind of shit, where
Oh,
it's fun.
okay.
Where it's fun.
I don't know. I heard there's a bunch of like Korean ones on Netflix that's supposed to be good.
We're All Dead.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Michael DeFaust with a $10 says, as I returned Last of Us Part 2, did not play it. Killing Joel did it. First game, amazing. Top 5 of all time. Scenes equal. Game was solid. Sarah was good. Pedro's okay. Tommy and Tess missed on casting. Yeah, Tommy is fucking terrible casting.
Was that Gabe? Who's Tommy? Gabriel? Or was that the guy who got?
Yeah, Gabriel Luna.
Gabriel Luna is Tommy.
Yeah.
Gabriel Luna is Tommy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask one more time. Gabriel Luna is Tommy.
And Pedro Pascal is Joel Miller.
Tommy Miller and Joe Miller.
Jose Miller and Tarantula Miller.
You're not
Tarantula.
going to get a T out of that.
Jesus.
Teotihuacan, maybe. Would be
Jesus Miller and Jose Miller. How about that?
Jorge
Miller.
And Jesus.
Oh my God, it's so bizarre. David Grimes with a €5 says, "Hello, The Last of Us will subvert your expectations. They'll kill Joel with a sand wedge instead of a 5-iron.
Tomas.
I just found it.
It could be Tomas Miller.
Tomas, yes. Tomas
Miller.
Tomas Miller, yeah. David also says, I found it very slow. Frank with a £5 says, Last of Us 1 didn't need to be a series or a film. The game and experience is just amazing on its own. The main reason I bought a PS3, in fact, I bought a PS3 for Heavy Rain, but it stayed for The Last of Us.
What did I buy a PS3 for? The Blu-rays.
Yeah.
I could play the Blu-rays. Then I played Red Dead.
Caligula with a 20 Canadian says, I'm not sure if I have much more apathy for anything Hollywood does. You guys are putting out much better entertainment. Hail, Gary, Az, Mola, Nina, and everybody else. Thank you, Caligula. You're a lovely man. By the way, I saw when I ended the stream the other day, you dropped the 5 membership bomb. Thank you so much. The stream was over, so I didn't get to thank you, so I'm glad to see you now. Mr. Twisted Frenzy with a €5 says, when's the next 40k painting with Sargon and friends? Hopefully maybe February. Mr. Buttcrack Media with a 21-month bard. Thank you. Jesus Avila with a 12-month sorcerer. Monkey Jeebers with a 1-month bard. Mr. Twisted Friendly with a €10 says, which commissar would you rather see Cavill do a TV show on? Cyphers Kane or Yarrick? Don't know, because I don't know my law. I just know my painting. I don't know my law for 40k. Nick Ricada will give you a good answer to that, though. Joe Biden's dilated sphincter, holy fuck, with a $5. Just puts a $sign. Loki Ellis has been a bard for 9 months. Thank you. JP with a $5. I hope I can wipe out the Hufflepuff house in this game. Fucking Andreas Rembrandt.
Hey!
Oh, no, she gets it. With a 65 Swedish, it says, hey, Gary, just finished a cinema viewing of Fellowship Extended. Yeah. Timeless beauty. Zan Zoltan with a sorcerer for 19 months says, Hail Az, I agree with you. The Last of Us show was a 5. The beginning was slow and unnecessary. Hail chat and stream. Thank you for validating me. Wild Red 1905 has become a member at the Bard level, and Joseph Yancey has upgraded their membership to Witcher level. Thank you, pair of you. Kieran is steadfast with a 2 Canadian. Have you guys seen the Mission Impossible trailer? No.
Not yet.
But I'm looking forward to the film. I don't know whether to watch the film or wait for the next part to come out and watch it,
Oh, like back to back. Oh, I'm definitely going to watch it because I want to support Tom Cruise's.
It's going to end on some massive fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah, probably.
Black Tiger 01, the 2 Canadian. Gary fought the Germans twice and then took their name. Spaz Steven Seagal with a 26-month Bard membership. Thank you. Andrew Clark with a $2 Mauler. Sitch and Adam show after this? Question mark?
After this? They're on Sundays, aren't they? Or are they doing a Tuesday show?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And Fat Steven Seagal with a 2 Canadian says HBO Last of Us Golf Club gift set by Christmas 2023. I'd buy that. Andrew Clark with a $5. Read "O Liberty" by John Stuart Mill, published 1859. It's about cancel culture and how we need free speech and other amazing things. Read it, or watch the Prisoner episode Change of Mind, which is about cancel culture. Seth Miller with a $2 says, "As you speak of the king with respect now." Oh, wow. Gary's evil Siamese twin with a €6.66. Hey, Gary, what's your favorite non-alcoholic drink for a night out? How do you prepare your coffee? Porter, filter machine, mocha, pot, filter coffee? All these question marks. He does it. It's called Starbucks.
Yeah, I either make my own geek grind, and it's a filter. I also have the KKK cups. So I'm not a coffee snob. If it's black and strong, that's the way I like it. Just like my men.
Why geek grind? Why you know? They messaged me to talk to them, and I sent them a message, and then they never replied.
Hey, by the way, it's James Earl Jones's 92nd birthday today.
Nice.
You hear that, geek grind? Reply to as well. I mean,
this was months ago now.
Yeah, I'll tell Ballista.
Was it something I said?
No.
Star Wars account hasn't wished him a happy birthday. Just saying.
Of course not.
No, they might do on Facebook though.
Oh, okay.
Pat Steven Seagal with the $2 Canadian. Why does Ellie look like Rocky Dennis? I don't know, but all I can say is she's got a very big.
I really like espresso though. I learned to make that and drink that when I was in Sicily, and man, I was having like 4 or 5 a day. I was like, wow,
Have you tried Turkish coffee?
No, but I'd like to. But
You should.
The Thai tea is very good too. That one will jack you up.
Dude, Turkish coffee's amazing, Gary. You'll love it.
SJ Almighty with a £1.50 hot dog. Gary's evil Siamese twin with a €10.97 says, "Hail BBC, I want to get back into comics, but I'm overwhelmed by the vast majority of comic books. Could you make one recommendation of a comic book for every main DC and Marvel character?" No.
It's going to be a long time.
The answer is no.
Hit us up
Thank you for the
early.
super chat.
But I would like pick up a Batman omnibus at some point. That will, I mean, you don't have to go back to the golden age. Just pick up a Batman omnibus. That's how we all started. So when we were younger, we just picked up a Spider. I picked up Marvel Team Up 42. That's like in the middle of like some second tier Spider-Man team up book, and I had to go back. And so I would just, pick up an omnibus, pick up Neil Adams stuff or whatever, and you'll like it. It's good. There's a reason Batman's been popular for almost 100 years.
Because some Denny O'Neil Adams stuff. Something like that.
So good. So good.
Thundercats home with a £1.50 hot dog. Pat Steven Seagal again with a $2 Canadian says, "Also sorry for Twitter." It's not, you didn't make it. It's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Andrew Clark with a $2 says, "Rags often guests on Stitch Tuesday show."
Oh, so there is a Tuesday show.
That goes to show how little I'm aware of things. But no, I have no plans to jump on it, but I hope they have fun.
Yeah, my voice is going because I ran out of water, chat. And I got to keep it lubricated to have the voice. Otherwise, I've got the goof voice.
Lubricated.
Huh?
Easy. There, we did it. Did it. All done. All done.
Woo.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Deuces.
Neato.
Nina, is there anything you'd like to plug before we go?
Besides your husband.
Check out my Hey, it's the opposite way, Gary. Come on now. Come on. Anyways, check out my channel, Nina Infinity, and also check out my website, ninainfinity.org, where I sell cool paintings like these and those different ones. So check them out. Thank you very much, Az, for having me on.
Moly, 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 moly.
Go check out the Glass Onion EFAP where we talk about Drinker and Pillar of Garbage. That is the name of the channel, by the way.
Oh, right. Okay. Pillar of Garbage.
It's suitable. It's suitable. But yeah, and then of course we got some stuff coming. The thing is, things have been recorded, things are being worked on. I can't promise which will make it. Funnily enough, like we recorded that watching of Velma. I'm gonna have a look at it today and see if I can salvage it into something coherent.
Yes.
It was
Is
just
there
us
anything?
being upset. We were just upset. That was it. So I don't know. But yeah, stay tuned. Things happening eventually.
Gary.
Oh, I'm working on a video. Gonna get back to recording it. Nina, thank you for the statue that you sent.
Oh, you liked
I
it?
got it. Yes, we put it on Instagram and I'll share it on Twitter too. But thank you. That was awesome. I
Of
appreciate it.
course.
You're the
I'm
best.
glad you liked it.
She smashed hers, then put it in a box and sent it to me.
Wow, mine came in one piece perfectly. She likes better. Yeah, working on a video, and then I'm gonna be jumping on another video after that, almost immediately.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's gonna be busy. Chris Gore tomorrow, Nerdrotic Dooner. Friday we got Yellow Flash on Friday Night Tights. Very excited about that. Yellow Flash.
That's gonna be
Brilliant.
great.
Long time.
Been a long time. Talk to our friend Yellow Flash. Subscribe to his channel. And there's something else. God, I feel like I'm missing something else huge.
That's what she said.
Maybe says,
Well, it's not important because I'm not thinking of it right now. But as watch
Yes.
Murder by Death, dude.
I know. I've seen it.
Oh, you see? I'm sorry, Mahler. No, as you watch Tulsa King. You watch Tulsa King. You watch Murder by Death. Mahler. You'll love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watch Tulsa King.
Crayfish with a €2 says, did my other super chat get through? I did read it. I think. Pretty sure. Delvin Alistair with a $10 says, hey, Jeremy Renner, we're doing a standalone Winter Soldier movie. Interesting.
Oh.
Ouch.
What? He's not even had it cut off. Drinkers Open Bar this Thursday. I'll be on it to reiterate how I thought The Last of Us was. It's okay.
And he's gonna make us talk about Velma.
Oh no, he didn't tell me that. He just said The Last of Us in the text.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's why Mahler said that already. He said that's why he made him watch it. You don't listen.
No, I just hear Velma and zone out.
We'll do a Witcher stream next week, because you're going to be on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be on Open Bar this week.
I won't have
so
time this week, but we'll do it next week.
Tomorrow, if I am up at a reasonable hour, I'm going to sneeze.
Achoo!
Achoo!
Bless
If
you.
I'm up at a reasonable hour tomorrow, I want to have another big Witcher stream because we haven't done it for a couple of days now, and
You're nicking out.
I'm tweaking. I'm just like, I need it in my life. I need those streams. I love them. Thank you ever so much, everyone who watched today. Massive thank you. We had like 7.8K.
Oh wow,
which was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You guys are awesome. It's great to see so much diversity of thought in the chat. But of course, we all had the same opinions on the show.
Echo chamber.
Mm-hmm.
So, you keep it in there. We'll keep this echo chamber. We'll keep this echo chamber going over here, okay? Massive thank you to my mods, everyone who hit the super chat button and the membership button supporting the channel. You're amazing. Mazang, and we shall be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.
Jeremy Clarkson did nothing wrong.
Any final words from anyone else?
Bye.
Bye-bye.